We good? We live? We in front of the people?
We
The
are
people in front
live.
of us?
Don't you hear the music, sir? Well, Instagram, y'all don't hear the music, but don't you hear the music, sir?
I don't.
You don't?
So I don't. I hear nothing at all. But
Oh,
hey,
maybe you'll hear
we
it
are here.
later. Oh, it's in preview. That's why.
Oh,
Now, yeah, there we go.
hey,
Hey,
hey, there we go.
the whole
We
epic
are
one.
here now. Bicentennial. Now millennial podcast. House of Space Media.
That's 200.
200. All we kind of hunters. All we kind of hunters. All we do is deliver. Big bag. Audio dose. Every time. Every way. We the shit. We already know. The gods are in the building. Oh, the bullets. I like the bullets.
Hey.
In the words of the great West Side Gun, gunshots make me comfortable. What's good? Episode 200. We are here. Now Millennials Podcast, House of Space Media. Do we want to do intros for this, or we just going straight into it? Because I don't even care.
It's episode 200. We got to remind them who they are if it's their first time. And
Oh,
let
shout out to
them
all the
know who
first
we
time
is if
listeners.
they second or more time. You feel me?
Feel that. So who the fuck are you?
Well, I think that means that I be's the one and only Busy 93. That means I am the one and only motherfucking Can't Go Down, aka they call me Kwame Khalifa. Sometimes they call me the Crooked Court Jester, and sometimes they call me the Tiki Torch, Nazi Daughter Slayer. And that's because I like to run through the woods sometimes butt naked with tiki torches chasing white women. It's just a habit. I don't know why I developed it. I think it might be a kink. Either way, from time to time, they also call me Captain Dr. Science. I don't have that on. Once again, with the bubble vests and the, I believe
You be
the,
acting like you outside in cold and shit, nigga.
I try to touch grass from time to time. You got to do it.
No, you don't.
I try to. I try to.
You don't.
But whatever the Caucasian folks like to call this type of t-shirt, I got that on with the bubble vest, and I'm back.
At least you realize that the Caucasians would know what type of shirt it is. Because niggas just know it's a shirt. That's it.
It's got like a fake t-shirt sewn into the shirt, the button up. I don't get it. I don't know. It looks good with certain outfits. I don't know.
Okay, I guess. And it's your A1 on the mic. Hailing from the home of bitch and tequila, 50 cent margaritas and cartel dealings. The one and only Jose Ortega, aka Tequila Papi, aka the Almighty Rum Lord. You know what I'm saying? We here. Also known as the Almighty with the furious fiery dragon kick, the one and only Tito Lee, aka the one and only also Zay Mysterio, also the Kush Crusader, the Petronome, as I have it in my hand, still lit. Oh shit, that shit went out. But we here, episode 200. Thanks to all the listeners all around the world. We shout out to y'all that love and support us. Like, share, subscribe to all the new listeners and everything like that. We deliver every single week. And a very, very, very potent brick of audio dopeness. And we bring it all to you for your own personal comedic enjoyment. And we not stand-up comedians. We just two dumb motherfuckers from Detroit that decided that we wanted to tell our truths and stupidities too.
I crack a joke on stage from time to time. Maybe once a decade.
Nigga, you are not T.I. Stop. You're not T.I. You're not
Nigga,
T.I.
I did comedy on stage before I ever did music on stage. You're right. I'm not T.I.
You not T.I. You are not T.I. You are not Cat Williams.
On stage was literally stand-up comedy. I fucked it. I fucking failed, but that was the first thing I ever been on stage for.
You know what? you cut me out of my next joke because I was like, did you do better on your, you know what I'm saying, on your stand up than you did on your musical performance last one?
Oh
But
no, 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 no. My f- my last stand up performance and my last music performance were both shit. And
I
my
know.
last music performance being shit had nothing to do with the actual performance or the actual music or anything or the crowd. It was me. I just completely blanked on my verse. And so did George, ironically. We both just completely blanked on our shit.
He's joking.
B Rabbit, nigga. Get it at a movie all day. Well, no, not that.
Damn.
I've thrown up in my mouth a little bit on stage, but I caught it and I kept going because I'm a soldier.
I'm a soldier.
I've
Soldiers ain't gonna
literally
throw
been
up
so
in the
nervous.
battle, nigga. They gonna
It
throw
had
up
to be,
afterwards or before. What you mean?
nigga,
You gonna throw up in the
it
middle of
had
the
to be,
shit?
it had to be like I want to say my fourth, maybe no, fourth, fifth time on stage for music. And I was so nervous in the club. I came in, dapped everybody up. I knew niggas in there from high school and shit. It was cool. Went in the bathroom, tried to get my shit together. It was like it's time to go.
You thought you was at the shelter?
Nigga, they said it's time to go. I think it was. I think it was me, George, somebody else. But it was like time to go. I'm like, all right, cool. We get up there. I'm bouncing. I'm trying to play hype man and look cool, waiting for my verse. Nigga, I think I said the first two bars or the first bar and was like, and then I caught it and kept going. Like into the mic. I was like, and I
Mom's
kept going.
spaghetti. Was it mom's spaghetti? Was that what it was? Was it mom's spaghetti? Just
Nigga, it
be
was
real with me.
Applebee's, nigga.
You ain't
I
gotta
was
lie.
in
You ain't
Southwest.
gotta lie,
It
my nigga.
it
Be
was
real. Oh man.
that made it worse.
Oh, you want to be Marshall Bruce Mathers the fourth so bad, and it's okay, my nigga. All you need to do, but it's not your lane. It's okay. What you need to do
Everybody did
is
that shit. Everybody has done that before they got on stage. Had to get their jitters out and go to the bathroom, hide in the stall, slap themselves a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
I have more bodies on the like on the stage than you do, and I never threw up on stage, bro. Never.
I never did either.
You did. You threw up in your mouth.
Eh, It was enough to. It wasn't enough to where it fucked up the performance. It
I was
was just
actually only
like
out
it
of all the
sounded
shows
like I
I've
hip
done,
or some shit. Like you
I
feel
was
me?
only nervous on 3 shows for sure, which was the 2 Harpo shows because the first one was big, but the second one was bigger. So it was like those 2 shows I was nervous about, but it was just like crowd mass. That was like more people were seeing you in the first one. And the only difference was with the first one, I was so fucking nervous that I didn't look up the entire fucking time. Like the entire time through my whole hour set list, I looked at my bass the entire time. I did not look up. Performed everything great. Did not look up not once. And the last 2, it was just kind of like, all right, if I keep moving, it's gonna make it very, very hard for me to lose balance, for me to like fall or some shit. Cause I feel like I'm about to fall over. So keep moving. Go, 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 go. And it was all right. It was like I didn't have your experience. My God.
Nigga,
You had a whole 8 mile at the shelter, which is St. Andrews, like moment.
I mean, not
Niggas
really.
had to knock on the bathroom door and be like, yo, what the
That's
fuck?
not no, that's not what happened. It was George
You
like,
threw
hey,
up on yourself.
I didn't. It was George
George
coming in
saw
the
you and he saw
bathroom.
it and he said, like, damn, you threw up on yourself.
Nigga said it's my story. I'm gonna tell it.
You went behind the Malibu because I assumed that's what it was at the time. And
Focus.
then
Or
you
no, the
popped the
cruise.
trunk
It was the
and there was
cruise.
a trash bag full of clothes in there.
It
You
was
took
the
one
cruise.
hoodie off and threw it
Focus.
in there and put on a whole nother. And then you went up there and choked with George, with you.
No, that performance went good. Other than that, other than like that quick little that shit, yeah. Other than that, the performance went good. I remember what we performed. Other than that, it went good. I got off stage, everybody was
Oh
like, "Yo,
man.
nigga, that shit was crazy." I was like, "All right," because it was just that was just the first song. I think we did like 3 or 4 songs, so it was just that first verse. It was just like all my
You
nerves
threw up
came
on
out
the
of my
first
mouth at
one?
first. All my nerves came out on that first verse, or that first part of that first verse.
On some real, if you really did throw up for real on stage, I would
Oh, it
tell
would have
you to
been
right
over.
now to stop rapping.
It
Oh,
would have
I
been
would
over.
have been like,
It'd have
stop
been over.
rapping, stop
It'd have
rapping.
been
This,
over. That probably
it's
would have.
not for you. Yeah,
That probably would have hurt
stop
my
doing this. It's not for
feelings.
you.
That probably would have hurt my feelings enough to
Oh,
where
I
it
would
would
have
have
hurt
been
your
like.
feelings.
No, the
Shit.
niggas in the crowd would have hurt my feelings. Like I said, it was some niggas in there. It was some hood niggas in there that I used to fuck with on some other shit. That was in the crowd. It was like, oh shit, you performing? Oh shit, all right, bet. So I was nervous just because of who was in the crowd, nigga. And then it was all these other niggas. It was a packed bar that night. It was like it had to be 60 niggas in there, just niggas and bitches in
Oh,
there.
60 niggas.
Like I said, this is like my fourth, third performance, nigga. So
How are you responding if Will Smith came up on stage and smacked you if you was hosting the Oscars?
they gotta shut down the Oscars.
So you
The
squaring
show,
up with Will.
the
You
show
squaring
over.
up like right
The
there,
show
right
over.
there. Bat with Will.
If I don't square up with him, I'm gonna say something to him that's gonna make him come back and try to hit me again. I got that August joke flying right out of my mouth right after that. As soon as he turned around with that little smirk, all right, yeah, nigga, that's why August was in your bitch and it hate you, know, yeah, that's your what's the joke? His worst
The
month.
entanglement
Yeah, you know,
or
but that
whatever.
it was some shit about he August is his most least favorite month or some shit like that. I butchered the joke, obviously, but yeah, that was the punchline. Either way, that's my point. I would either have some joke for that nigga that would make him come back and try to attack me again, or it's just we squaring up right after that. Because you either hit me and I wasn't expecting you to hit me because you Will Smith, and I'm gonna be so shocked that I'm like had that same look Chris Rock had, like Will Smith just smacked me. Fuck. Like, but then I think
Yeah,
after that it
he
would
smacked
be a
that nigga and tried to
fucking.
walk off like a Mississippi pimp.
That's what I'm saying.
But
And then I think that's the thing that in me I'd be like, oh, he'd sit down and be nigga, don't be da 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 da. Ain't none of that. All right, dude, it was just a joke. No, nigga. If you want to get buck, what's up? Meet me in the back after this. It would have been some shit like that. Yo, meet me in the back after this. We're gonna talk. You
I
gonna
sat and
slap me
thought
in
about
front of
this.
what,
I sat
20,
and thought
30
about that
other people?
moment and let that shit
Nigga,
sizzle for a hot minute. And we're gonna get
people.
to like a follow up of this whole thing because it's been a week of lasting on it.
We own it now. We might as
And
well talk about
yeah,
it.
but what I'm saying is like the furtherness of it. But I'm saying like I've sat on this for a week and I thought about it real long and hard. And I've come down to the conclusion is this. All right. What Chris Rock did as a response was actually the best thing that could have actually happened for us. When I mean us, I mean negative as a whole.
We said that night. We said that episode. That was the best thing. That reaction was the
You know,
least.
we were saying that for them individually when we were saying it. But it was
Well,
like
yeah,
when I
overall,
said, yeah, when I'm saying overall, that's the best thing that could have happened.
could have been a
Because
nigga we
because
live on TV.
what was overlooked over that night was Questlove won best director for a documentary for Summer of Soul, which is great. I recommend that everyone go check that shit out. Quest in the back. Uh, Samuel Jackson got his Lifetime Achievement Award. You feel me? That shit was overlooked.
Everything that happened that night was
Everything that was
overlooked.
great for blackness was completely great for blackness, just being organic
It's
and
not
just the
even
work.
just not
Well,
even just the
no.
black part.
On God, on God. Like, check me out. Just on organic blackness, and like, I mean, like, organic, just the work of and blackness being involved. it was gonna be essentially a great night. Let's say slap didn't happen. Let's say it didn't happen.
Would have been historic.
Chris Rock
Either
is
way, it would
hosting.
have been
Well, yeah,
historic.
what I'm saying is like let's list it out. Chris Rock is hosting the Oscars.
No, it wasn't him hosting.
Well, no, he would still be hosting.
No, he was
Will Smith.
presenting. He wasn't hosting. He was presenting.
Oh, who was
His,
hosting?
Regina Hall, Wanda Sykes, and some white girl.
Okay, so Wanda Sykes already is involved. That's huge.
Both of them.
I mean, like Regina Hall,
Well,
that's huge.
they were saying 3 women
Chris
hosting
Rock,
with 2 black
that's
women.
you know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
them
Chris
being
Rock,
2.
that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Like you had like the pretty much the superstars of Black Hollywood all in one room for real, for real. It wasn't just a lot of white in there. It was a lot of black in there too.
Hove was in
But
there,
there's
nigga. B was in
yeah.
there, nigga.
But what I'm saying is like it was a lot of black greatness in the Oscar at the Oscars that night being presented, that won, that that hosted, that presented, and all that shit got overshadowed by the fact that this motherfucker will smack the shit out of Chris Rock. Now, was he right? Nah. Was he not right? Nah. So he in purgatory with the slap. Let's be real, because I agree but disagree.
10 years, apparently.
I agree or disagree with the slap because I understand and I know what the slap warranted, and I know what it was about, and I know why he did what he did. But also, it was unnecessary to do in that moment. Sitting on it, that shit, if Chris Rock would have responded in a negrocious ass behavior, if he would have acted real Brooklyn, my nigga, if he would have acted real Brooklyn,
do or die.
It wouldn't have been that. It wouldn't have been just this like, oh shit, this Philly nigga just smacked me. Fuck the fact that I'm the funny nigga. The fuck is wrong with you?
Oh yeah, no, it was a bunch of comedians.
They would have been
one
of if them niggas would have squared up and fought in the middle of the fucking Oscars, bro. It would have been the end of niggerdom across the board walking into the Oscars. And we not even saying that it might not be the end of it for sure now.
I think that's a bit much.
We talking about having niggas up in there. Niggas. Us.
Yeah, but that's not a nigga that attacked a nigga.
That's what makes
Smith
it wrong. Neither one of them are. So if they both punched each other out or they had a duke out right there on stage, then they're gonna look at anybody with, you know what I'm saying, this beautiful brown complexion and be like, nah, we can't have this nigga up in here because chances are, remember what happened last time. And that's going to be a continuation, bro. So, and like, all in all, the way Chris Rock responded, I believe, was the best overall picture for blackness.
As fun as that,
because we can just put this on Will and Jada and that shit as an isolated incident. That's where I stay with it. Continue. What were you about to say?
As fun as that would be to see Chris Rock go full blown nigga moment with it and just attack Will Smith back. I don't think even if that happened, what you're saying would be the case, nigga. Black people. I mean, yeah. It'll be a side eye, maybe, but it's not gonna be. Oh, well,
they already don't like nominating black people for shit, nigga.
Come on.
Black people don't get nominated for shit in the Oscars, bro. It's very, very fucking rare.
Nigga, a lot of black people win and have won Oscars. The problem is that most motherfuckers, yeah. But the problem is what they already did that. Chris Rock hosted that year. That was the whole theme.
Yeah,
Oscars is too white. That was the whole theme.
Yeah,
We
and
already know that part, that the
that
movie
actually
business is
for a
fucking
second
white as fuck. That ain't shit.
that put Chris Rock on the fence with me because I actually watched the Oscars that year. I had to see how it was gonna play
Why
out
did that put him
because
on the fence with you?
I had to see how it was gonna play out because I'm just like, all right, bro, you know, like Chris Rock know how white the Oscars is. He know, but that bag looked nice. So, all right, if you take the bag, what you gonna do with it when you get on that stage? Are you gonna chuck and jive, or are you
He
going
wasn't
to?
gonna do that when he took the bag. What are you talking? You question that?
I don't know because I've always
You
put
haven't paid attention to
I
Chris
put
Rock
no
comedy.
I put niggas like Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, even though they be in Hollywood movies and shit. I put them adjacent to hip hop because of adjacent to Hollywood because of the way they think. When you give them the right, if you tell either one of them like, yo, I'm gonna give you all the reins to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Whatever you want to do to make this entertaining the way you would do it, based on certain parameters, go ahead and do it. We're not gonna stop you. What happens when you do that? When I watched it, I was like, all right, bet, cool. I ain't mad at none of what he, I ain't mad at it. There was nothing for me to take away and be like, you cooned. No. Like, but we say overall, it was a big issue because there was a lot of great black talent that year. And nothing got nominated at all. Why? I don't know. And that year also pissed me off because it was the year of like mad independent movies that nobody fucking saw. Like nobody saw these movies, but you getting the shit nominated. I don't even know what the fuck I'm watching. Like for real, for real. I don't know what the fuck I'm watching. You telling me this shit it's nominated for best screenplay. What the fuck is I haven't even seen a trailer for this shit.
I mean, that's not what the Oscars is supposed to be about. It's never what it's
It's
been about. It's not
it,
for
it
the casual movie fan. It's for the niggas that are into that level of celebrity, nigga.
I feel that. But I feel like the two
So
things should
you
be
wouldn't.
within the same I feel like it should be like yin and yang. All right? Like there can be this category of who acted they ass off in these films for these roles, whatever. Cool. Fine, dandy. Not even a problem. But we can't say, nigga, that a movie like fucking the first Avengers ain't better than Dances with Wolves, my nigga. Like, come on. Come on.
I haven't seen either.
Come
I mean,
on.
the first Avengers movie, cool. Never seen Dances with Wolves, but they both probably stand on their own merit, nigga. They both deserve awards. I'm sure they both have won awards.
Dances with Wolves was like not it was actually won for Best Picture. I watched
Yeah, I
that
know.
movie.
That's a Kevin
I
Costner
watched that
movie,
movie.
ain't it?
Yeah. Uh, once upon a time, my brother had a Blockbuster pull up, and you know what I'm saying. Like we used to get, you know what I'm saying, movies for the low, super low. So my mom got this like fucking like advanced like box set steel case motherfucking exclusive edition of fucking Dances with Wolves. She ain't never seen it. That was just like, yo, this shit is $10 when it's normally 60. Let's go. Boom. She ends up with it, never watches it. I end up watching it. This is in the peak of my theatrical career. And I'm like, yo, this movie low key sucks. Like I fell asleep twice. I had to like pause it, wake up, rewind. Like, come on, bro. That shit ain't filling no seats. It like was something like, was the
I mean, it
movie
did.
as far as certain is was the movie as far as seeing certain things and about it good? Yes. Best picture, my dick. Like, come on, bro.
I don't know.
Most times than not, we can look at what won best picture, best director each year at the Oscars, and then look at the top 20 best-selling movies of that year, and you can point out from that best 20 what was better than that movie that won best picture.
You could do the same thing with the Grammys.
Most exactly.
I mean, okay, what's your point? The Grammys just happened. The fucking Oscars happened a week before that or 2 weeks before that. What's your fucking point? Yeah, nigga,
Grammys is trash as fuck too. But my beef with the
they are
Grammys has
the
always been
Super
the same.
Bowl of they are the Super Bowl of their field.
Trash.
You call it
Trash.
what you want, nigga. If you want to
Look,
put,
I
they
agree
have podcast
wholeheartedly. I
awards.
agree wholeheartedly with
Time out,
Khaled.
time out,
Who the
time
fuck
out,
listen to Tyler the Creator music?
time out. A lot of people, a lot of people.
Who? Who the
You,
fuck do you know listening to Tyler the Creator
few
music?
people, a few people, a few people.
Word?
Yeah,
They niggas?
a couple. They grew up in the suburbs. What you want?
Fuck. All right.
My point is, nigga, where are you going with this? Like, you can't argue the fact that just because they should have more categories or they should do it a certain way or the way you, nigga, that's what niggas have argued about with this shit for decades since they've been out. Is the Oscars? They should do it like this. The Grammys? They should do it like this. You know what happened at the Grammys the year before last? Billie Eilish cleaned the fuck up. You know what happened this year? Bunch of new people clean the fuck up.
It's just
Happened.
ass.
And it's what you pay for. You get
My
what you pay for.
no. With the
Specifically with the
Oscars,
Grammys and the
there
Oscars,
was a
you get
long
what you
point in
pay for.
time. There was
Not
about
to
a
say
good
that you
6 years
get
where I
paid or
fuck
you
with the
pay to
Oscars.
get there, but you know.
There was a good about 6 years where I fuck with the Oscars because shit that should have been nominated was. And I was like, I seen this. Like
That's your
I can
personal
agree.
opinion for
I
them
can
6 years.
agree. I can attest to how good some of these things were, whether they were indie movies, whether they were big movies or not. These movies were good.
That's your personal
A
opinion, nigga.
History of Violence is a independent movie. It's indie, but it's a good fucking movie. I stand by that shit. Like that's a good fucking movie. Atonement is a very long and drawn out fucking movie, but it's good. I will attest to some of this shit. Long standing period of time. And then it went into a whole different realm. The Grammys has always been fucked to me. Always been fucked. I already knew that shit was like a cliche type of thing. Grammy is not and
It's the
should not,
same
I
thing as
believe,
the
to most
Oscars.
musicians mean shit.
It's the same thing as the Oscars. And no, that's wrong. It means the same thing as it does to an actor. What are you talking about? Winning an Oscar is
I don't
equivalent
think
to
it
winning a
shouldn't
Grammy.
mean
And if you
shit. That's
win
what I'm
both,
saying.
then
It
you're
shouldn't
either
mean
or.
shit.
What do you mean it shouldn't mean shit, nigga?
Nas won his first Grammy, didn't go.
Nas
What it
also
mean?
performed that. Nas also performed Monday when it happened. So what are you talking about? What's the point? Where are you getting at with that and saying
What I'm
that?
saying is, what does it mean? It doesn't really mean anything unless you make it mean something.
Yeah, and a lot of artists make it mean something.
Does
So
it take away from Nas's career? Does it take away from
no,
Illmatic? Does it take away from Untitled? No, it doesn't take away from none of anything and the greatness that he's done. So therefore, it's like, yeah, you give me a Grammy for this project, cool. But I'm already here. I've been here. What's it mean? It doesn't mean shit to me. I got an
if the people
award.
we were talking
You make
about,
it mean something, yo. That's
if the
my
people
point.
we're talking about, yeah, I get that. But what I'm saying is your point is kind of redundant because if the people we're talking about were concerned with that and spent their time worrying about that, they wouldn't be the people that we're talking about. If
Nigga,
you
if you
worried
go
about
to the
getting the
award
Grammy, we've
show,
seen
you
what
are
that
worried
looks
about
like.
whether you're gonna get it or not.
We've seen what that. No, nigga, when you go to the show, you already know if you've won before you get there. For one, for two, nigga.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. Unless you're a new artist, yes, you do. That's been widely
No, you
known.
don't.
That's been
Yeah,
widely
that's why
known for years,
everybody
bro.
fucking writes fucking speeches for it.
Right.
So I'm gonna take my time and write a speech for an award that I know that I'm not gonna win.
Nigga, how many times have we seen publicly that niggas mail the winner the invitation with a different thing than everybody else they mailed it to let them know, hey, you actually won this, so be prepared. And they let everybody else know, hey, be prepared. It's a difference. You get a different letter when you won before you get there. I've seen that multiple times with artists and actors. My point is, you can't
Who?
say, I don't know, people on Instagram, bro. Over the years, I've seen that shit. Let me get to my point. My point is, at the end of the day, you can't say that motherfuckers can't, I guess, be happy or want to get that achievement just because they or deserve that achievement just because they've already established themselves. You don't always you don't always get that achievement just because you deserve it. You get that achievement because you either came out and had the right shit behind you or you just got it. And yeah, if you sitting up there waiting for, if Nas sitting up waiting for niggas, the Grammys, to really honor him the way they should have with the albums that they should have honored him on, if he really felt that way, he wouldn't have performed at the one that just happened. The nigga gave a great performance. He did a couple songs from Illmatic, did a couple songs from Stillmatic, and he did a couple songs from Godson. Great performance. If he felt that way, think he would have did that? No. Don't nobody that really care about the craft they do give a fuck about what accolade they get for the craft. Even if it's the Super Bowl of that craft, it doesn't work like it works in sports that way, to that degree. If Hov was worried about that shit, do you think he didn't go to the Grammys, but he showed it to the Oscars? He ain't won one yet. The way we just got done talking about when the Oscars was out, the Harder We Fall should have won something. Why you think he was there? Just to show love.
I'm gonna stop saying things for you to just re-say the exact same thing that I just said to you. But
Nigga, I just said your point was redundant because of that. The same people you saying it like the people we're talking about are beholden to that just because, are beholden to the standard just because that's the standard. When no, nigga, most of these people are the exception to the standard. That's why it doesn't matter whether or not they show them love. They already know where they stand.
look, nobody know where they stand in Hollywood. That's why, like, you can be here and be gone. No, you can be here and be gone. You can be here and be gone overnight.
Will Smith knows very clearly where he stands. He has a 10-year ban on the Oscars. Didn't say he can't act. Just said he can't show up to that motherfucker.
He withdrew from it anyway.
Right.
So it don't matter.
We didn't think that whether or not he withdrew, we didn't think that punishment was going to be a little harsher. That does matter. That matters a lot. Will Smith can't show his face at the Oscars for 10 years.
Who the fuck cares?
Will Smith. And the people that care about Will Smith.
You think he cared?
If he didn't care, he wouldn't have apologized. He wouldn't have done none of this. What are you talking about? He doesn't care. He clearly
he does that shit because he is Will Smith. You have to.
He was Will Smith when he went up on stage and slapped Chris Rock too. He was Will Smith in that moment too.
Yes, he was.
Didn't see before.
Yes, he was, and he knew when he got up out that seat to smack Chris Rock that he knew that people were going to ask him, and it was going to be a deal where he was eventually going to have to deal with the consequence of smacking him, whether it was going to be people on his side or against it. He knew when he, yes, nigga.
Come on, dog. You made an emotional decision before. You made an
emotional decision. The most positive motherfucker on Instagram. You telling me, like, in the positive Instagram, you telling me right now he didn't think about, like, yo, when I do this shit, I'm gonna have to answer for it, whether positively or negatively. one
If
way
it
or
was,
another when I
listen,
go up here and smack this
I
nigga.
think that's the afterthought, of course. When you're making an emotional decision, anybody, man or woman, when you're making an emotional decision, just let's say that decision, no matter how I look on camera, if it was as emotional as it looked and he described, no, I think he just said, all right, I'm done. Got up, slapped that nigga, and then maybe on the way back he said, I'm gonna have to answer for that one. All right, cool. Prior to walking up there, no, you're not like, this might be really bad. Am I gonna do this? Yeah, I think I'm gonna still do it. No, you're not doing that before you make a rash decision, nigga. It wouldn't be a rash decision if you did.
Nah, fuck that shit. The only reason I say fuck that shit is because it was a long fucking walk that he had to take before he got up into his face. It's not like this is a
You
5
can't be
foot
angry
like
that long, nigga.
bam. To like no, when you in front of you know where you at. You know
You
where
can be
you at.
bad too. How
You
many
know
times
where
have
you at, nigga.
you ain't never
You know
you
where
ain't
you
never
at.
slapped
Fuck
a nigga?
that.
You ain't
No,
never
there is
slapped a
no,
nigga.
there is no way you get this
Dog,
far. There's no
dog.
way you get this.
Look how
No,
far you are.
no, son.
Look how far you
Nah,
are. Let's
nah,
use
I'm
it
not.
from the
Nah,
term.
no bail on that.
Let's
No
use it
bail
from
on
where
that.
we at.
No bail on that shit. There's no way you get as far as fucking Will Smith does when you don't have to check your shit more
Dog, if
than
you
once.
Will Smith or you, nigga, you can't just go into the hospital and slap a doctor that's trying to help you, right? It's the same principle.
You can't.
Right. But what did we see happen? But what did we see happen though?
But like real shit, if you drive into the hospital just to like smack this doctor and shit, nigga, and you pull up like straight up right in front of the bitch, and you walk through security and all this shit, nigga, you gotta at least go through the elevator to get to the doctor you possibly want to smack anyway. You got more than enough time to think about what you about to do. And what you about to do, you better be content
You
with.
smack. I wasn't even talking about you smacking him from that aspect. I was saying you could be in his office and niggas just say some crazy shit to you. It sets you off. You ain't never heard some shit. A motherfucker has never said nothing to you where it just sets you off. You've never been in a place and popped off where it was inappropriate. You knew it was inappropriate and turned around immediately.
That wasn't the case, yo.
This nigga, was. That's what he did. He popped off and turned around and immediately apologized.
I agree with you. What he's saying. Jada hit him with that look. I'm offended.
Well, that's why I said that. That's
why that nigga responded to the. That nigga responded to the. I'm offended.
That's making another assumption on top of an assumption. Though we're already assuming in this conversation. This conversation is only based off of assuming this action was as emotional as he said it was, and that it looked. If it was based off of him just looking at Jada's face after thinking the joke was funny, and then being like, "Oh, I need to do something about that," everything you saying is true. I don't think that's what happened. I don't. I think the nigga heard that shit. Maybe seeing her face might have been the icing on the cake, but he was already laughing at. That's the thing everybody keeps saying, hey, like he was just laughing at that joke. He was laughing at the joke before that. He cracked that joke, and then he was still laughing. So it was like, which joke were you laughing at? Regardless of which joke he was laughing at and which way he looked. If I pop right up and go slap you, nigga, you know I'm not playing with you. Period.
You know where you at.
And I might have lost my temper. And
you can't do that here.
I'm tired of niggas saying that shit, dog. I'm so tired of people saying that about this man. What do you mean you can't do that here? Yeah, it's the Oscars. Yeah, I'm Will Smith. Yeah, this you that, and nigga, you can't go nowhere and be anybody.
I've been telling you, I've told this podcast, this whole fucking Hollywood game is a big, huge clusterfuck of people that fuck with you and fuck with each other. And if you not within that circle, they will ostracize you.
Are we talking about a nigga that built his own circle? He got his own table, his own circle. What are we talking about?
That's what I'm like. My point is, like, nigga, Chris Rock is always gonna be where he is now because he took the slap and kept going.
No, I'm saying they both got their own table. So when you say the Hollywood circle, it doesn't really have shit to do with them.
Yes, it do. Because Chris Rock ain't nominated for no Oscar. Chris Rock is an icon.
So
he's not in. but he's not being nominated for no Oscar.
He's a
Will Smith
comedian.
is
No, he's not
Will
in
Smith,
movies.
yeah,
That's not his thing to get
Will
nominated for.
Will Smith is an icon, and he's an Oscar nominated and Oscar winning actor. He ain't gonna get in that seat no more.
I think Chris
The
Rock.
one that he the one that he got that night, and that's what the reason why I believe they let him keep the Oscar.
That was the biggest one of his career. That was the biggest night of his career. For
He's
good and
never
bad.
gonna get a chance at another one again.
That's a lie. That's
Nope.
a lie. That's
It's
a
true.
lie. No,
They're not gonna let him back.
For 10 years.
No, you can come back in 10 years. We can have you here for an appearance. We might even nominate you. You ain't winning.
How old is Will Smith? 40 something?
I don't know. I can't look right now.
Let me look that up right quick.
Like, I know he has to be. He has to be late 40s, like probably like early 50s, probably like 50, 51.
Because we talking about this, I do want to get to the Grammys list because we didn't talk about. He's 53. We didn't talk about that. Will Smith is 53 years old. In 10 years, he'll be 63 years old. About 5 years, 3 to 5 years after that, he'll be pushing 70.
Not gonna give him another one.
I think you are out of your rabbit ass Mexican black ass mind if you think Will Smith will never win another Oscar or be nominated for another Oscar for anything before he dies, unless he dies some untimely tragic death in the next 10 years.
Hollywood is unforgiving. Hollywood is unforgiving and it's trendy. If it's one thing has been flowing in motion for a long period of time, it's always going to continue to flow in motion, and I can bang that.
But you can retort your own point with the opposite of it by saying because they're trendy and because they like to hop on that, if Will get on the wave and he is the wave, what you gonna do?
No, it's all word. It's all word of mouth, nigga. Same thing.
Nigga, no, it's not.
If no, yes, it is, nigga.
We're not talking about somebody trying to work their way up.
No, nigga, no, stop it. If you in that Oscar nomination gang, if that motherfucker is categorizing and doing that shit, nigga, that shit is forever.
It gets 20 million.
It don't matter. It don't matter. No, it doesn't. When they rule out they don't like you, my nigga. That's all that matters, bro. You act like Hollywood got something to lose. They paying him.
You act like Will Smith got something to lose. What does he have to lose? What? Other than a wife that he should lose, what?
He could lose. Like he's going to lose that.
He should lose her for his own sanity.
That comes with it. That extra that comes with it. That extra superstardom that you get in Hollywood. He's lost that.
No, you didn't.
He's lost some points on that.
What are you talking about?
What you mean? What am I talking about, nigga? This is the way these niggas act. This is the way these niggas are. This is the way these people are. Nigga, I know them.
That's what I'm saying. For you to know how the game go, I'm surprised you even saying that.
Nigga, it's not like you're talking. I thought it was somebody subliminally, and they was like, "Yo, it was personal." And I'm
you're not Will Smith, nigga.
I'm not. That's a point. That is the point
because we're talking about Will Smith. He gets away with different things. He's a certain nigga. He's a certain. He already slap him on any ticket anywhere across the world. He gonna pull something. Stop it.
Is he?
Don't matter. Who he slapped? He could have slapped your mama. He still get tickets, nigga. He could have slapped my mama and your mama same night on the Oscar stage. Still would be selling whatever ticket he need to sell.
He is replaceable. They know that now. They know he's replaceable.
Hollywood, we all are replaceable to them.
Nigga, yes. That's why I'm.
Yes, that's also why he just won his first Best Picture,
right? It does not matter in Hollywood. It does not matter at all. According to the Oscars, look at the way it's designed. What the fuck the consumer likes. It is not designed for that. It's designed with what they like, what they approve, what they say is cool, what they say is all right. We're going to release this and release not that. That's the reason why certain movies get released and they don't. So it's like it's all a gateway through some shit. If we saying if you, Will Smith, think about this. Think about it. If you was a rich billionaire white man that's on the Capitol Hill of fucking Hollywood, and you telling me that Will Smith acted an ass and slapped Chris Rock on the biggest fucking night in Hollywood, I'm not gonna be pissed. Not only am I gonna be pissed, I'm gonna be like running this shit down to a bunch of other motherfucking rich white billionaires that I know that are also pissed.
You don't have to run shit down. We all saw it. If you didn't see it,
No, about how we feel about this collectively, because we all make this shit tick, don't we? I'm putting my billions in the Warner Brothers. You putting your billions in the Sony. You putting your billions over here in the Paramount. We doing this shit. You doing this shit. We all talking about shit.
Whoopi Goldberg was on this committee, nigga. Who do you think is on this committee that decided this shit? It's not a bunch of billionaires. It's a bunch of actors.
That's on the voting committee.
That's the niggas that decided the fate of the shit, right? So whether or not we talk to these billionaires, the result was the result.
But what did you think? I'm not talking about Whoopi Goldberg, nigga. What the fuck you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about the people that's categorizing the shit. I'm talking about the people that put the shit together.
Nigga, he didn't fucking make them lose no money. What are you talking about? They didn't miss no airtime or nothing. What are you talking about? They didn't lose no money.
It's an embarrassment,
minor disturbance. Yeah.
It's an embarrassment.
It's an embarrassment for who though? Not the Oscars. It's Hollywood.
Yes, it is.
You can't embarrass the machine.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
The machine, dog. No, you can't. If you could embarrass the machine, it'd be a lot easier to always embarrass the machine.
What the fuck you mean you can't embarrass the machine? The fuck you mean you can't embarrass the machine? You can't destroy it. You can
embarrass yourself. No.
The fuck you mean?
No,
the fuck are you talking about?
Yourself. This that shit
you can damn sure embarrass the machine.
This that shit Joe Budden
the
fuck
about. You mean?
You can embarrass yourself.
The fuck you mean? Because somebody had somebody commissioned the fact that somebody had to the motherfuckers had to get the invitation, right? Somebody had to be cool with the motherfuckers that's introducing shit.
You're not sending me an invitation unless you want me there. You want me there for a reason because I pulled that shit that made you want me there, right? You didn't have to send me the invitation.
But when you get here, the whole goal ain't to act ass, nigga. The fuck?
I don't think that was his goal that night. If anybody
it don't fucking matter. It don't fucking matter. You 53 years old. You 53 years motherfucking old. You can't check yourself right now in this moment. No. After all of this shit. No, that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. Fuck your point. That's what I'm saying. Fuck your point. Because it's like, nah, son, you can't check your own shit at 53, my nigga. What?
Dog,
what?
Check me out. Let me just
what? After your bitch and made a fool out of you, you can't tell me that shit, nigga. Fuck you. Dog, that's how I feel.
Let me just throw this scenario out at you, right? Let me just throw this scenario out at you. We at the podcast awards, right? Us, Joe Rogan, say Joe Budden, right? We top 3, right? It's against us. We win. But before we win, Maul's presenting for some reason, and he say something crazy about your wife. For whatever reason in this universe that he does this, what do you do if your wife has made you look crazy and you felt like you look crazy? You going through all of these things. We talked about this when it happened. The psychology of what Will was already going through prior to that. You look at the man's Instagram that day. What do you see? You see a man that doesn't look like he's going somewhere he wants to be any fucking way, whether or not he wins. I think that stands out. So if motherfucker says something about your wife, you already been feeling like niggas been talking crazy about you. You don't just go like, hey, yo, let me holler at you right quick, or do you go up there with me? Yeah, we all know what the reaction should be in hindsight. But if you just feel that fire in the moment, you just go, nigga, you said what? All right, what? All right, bet. Boom. And then they let you, the podcast Hollywood machine that bees, right? Whatever we talk, whatever that machine is. Let's call it Spotify for now. Let's say Spotify sees that and goes, okay, well, shit, them niggas is right next to Joe Rogan and Joe Budden. What do? We already know they winning shit. and just let your ass walk back to your seat, chill. Then you go up there and we give a heartfelt acceptance speech. You apologize and everything. How would you feel if you're basically Will Smith in that moment? If you made that decision, would you want that type of shit? Would you want niggas looking at you like that? Do you think that Spotify would really give up? Did you see what the fuck Joe Rogan has been through? Do you know what the fuck Hollywood has been through? You remember Harvey? We had a whole dozen episodes about the nigga. You think the machine is that easily offended?
Yeah.
Come on, dog. Yeah, in public, yeah, but in reality.
Because people that even worked closely with Harvey Weinstein can't find work today. Whether you knew about it or not, whether you contributed to some of this shit or not, you are hard to find work because Harvey Weinstein and the fact that you worked for said person
I'm not talking about the people
is connected to your resume. And if you lie about it, somebody else is gonna find out about it, and then they're gonna look at you like a certain way. It's fucking Hollywood, yo. It doesn't work on the simple logic of you or I. It does not work like that.
It does when you own your own shit and you're not a fucking.
It still don't.
Abusing fucking.
It still don't. You could have $100 million. You could have $100 million, but with all the studio like net worth that is Hollywood, nigga, you ain't shit. like it don't matter.
I think you should give it 12 years and see what type of movies Will is doing and see what happens.
He can do great movies. I don't think he's going to stop making great movies or stop being a great actor. He just ain't getting that.
He's going to win another Oscar again.
He's never going to win another Oscar for the rest of his life. That's why I didn't take it away from him.
I don't believe
it. And I can bang that. I can bang that.
And you know what? Whether I'm Will Smith or not, just from my perspective, if that is the case, hey nigga, I got my best night and my worst night over in the same night. Fuck it. Can't get no worse than that for my career. Can't get no better than that for my career. Fuck it. Bittersweet, but whatever. If I'm
you may be possible.
If I'm Will, same feeling.
You may be right.
Will, I think it's like nigga, I got my. It's not like it destroyed everything I've built. It's just a bad moment. Bad decision.
It destroyed a lot of your. It destroyed a lot of your like everything. You know this shit. We all know, like certain industries, certain industry runs, certain industries don't just run on how talented you are. They run on also how many brownie points you have.
This isn't a person that is dependent on. He's not worried about.
His success is not. His success is not.
Not what?
His success isn't. No, what you're saying is like his career is over because he did it. No, it's not.
No. I've been saying the whole opposite of that. What are you talking about?
No, what I'm saying is you're saying that his career isn't over, and it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's over, but his in that Hollywood circle of Oscarism is over. That's done.
It's not.
It's over. It's finito.
Not though.
Stop it. It's over.
It's not.
And it is. And at a certain point,
I wish we had a Grammy situation to compare this to. I don't feel like it is, but I wish we had a Grammy.
It's not because we have the Grammys hasn't had nobody that acted an ass to at the Grammys. Like you can be acting an ass through your rollout, whatever, post rollout, at the Grammy party, whatever, nigga. If your music good, whatever, you gonna win that bitch. Like, you know what I mean?
No, that's not true. What are you talking about? What did you just say? You said if your music good, you gonna win that bitch.
If for the nominations, I guess I don't watch the Grammys. I'm against it.
It's the literal same thing as the Oscars. It's just Difference in genre.
Nah, that shit goes
They
a
have the
stupid
same
way.
system of
They
no.
have
They have
no.
literally the same
There
way
is
of picking their
legit
shit.
no form. There is no formula for what the fuck gets in there. I swear to God,
No,
there has to be.
they both
There
have the
has
same formula. They have literally the same formula for picking their shit. That's how you get awards in that at that level.
no,
Is that
no,
formula? What are you
no. That's
talking about?
bullshit.
No, look it up.
That's bullshit.
Google it.
That's bull.
Google it. You can
No,
look up.
that's bullshit. I
You
don't get.
can't
I
say
like
it's bullshit
fuck
when
what
you
your
can look up the
analytics tell me. I
rules.
tell me what I'm telling you what my eyes tell me. Like
What do you mean? Your
no,
eyes, if your eyes ain't looking at the rules and your eyes are lying to you, nigga, the rules are on Google. You can Google the rules. They have the same fucking rules, just a different fucking genre. They have the same system
they
of
do
picking
not
out
follow
shit.
their own rules. That's fucking impossible if they
You
follow their
just
own
feel
rules.
that way.
Because if
They
they
feel
follow
the
their, if they
opposite.
follow their, because
They
there's no
feel the
bullshit,
opposite.
no bullshit. Because if
They
they
feel
follow
the
their own
opposite.
fucking rules, and if we follow their own fucking rules, those nominations and those fucking winners will look differently. Fuck you.
In your
Fuck
opinion.
you.
Fuck me,
Every
nigga. I didn't
no,
make the
that is
rules, nigga. Fuck.
no, fuck you. That's every year. Every like when we
It's
talk about
not
Oscars
my
and
fault.
Grammys, you fucking know that. Fuck out of
I
here.
know the
Don't
I know the
tell me
Grammys.
that bullshit.
I
Like
feel
they
like
can
the
give
Oscars
you
and the
they can
Grammys
give
have the
you some
same
shit and
level of
tell you
fucked
like,
upness.
yo, this is the rule book, but doesn't mean that that's actually the fucking rule book that they follow. The fuck out of here.
Okay, then you think everybody just pulling shit out their ass? Then where's the merit in winning anything?
There ain't none. That's what
Then
I'm
why
saying. It's
do
like if
people bother to show up? Period. If you win or not.
because that's all in their head, my nigga. It's all in
Oh
your
my
head.
god.
It's all in your head. It's all in your motherfucking head. If Coi Leray does not get nominated for a Grammy, I haven't even listened to her album, but I'm just saying, just in general, if Coi Leray, let's say for example, uh, gets nominated for a Grammy or what the fuck ever, and it does great numbers, it does, you know what I'm saying? It's highly acclaimed, whatever the fuck. Ooh, 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 comes along and shit and dominates the whole fucking year. And then this one song comes out and dominates 4 weeks. At the end of the year, damn near at the end of the whole fucking deadline before you can nominate your shit in. And you get your shit in, and then Coi Leray loses to this one new fucking song pretty much that she done what she done. Fuck out of here. That
You
one
just
song could win. That
what
one
you
song
just
could win.
described is what happens at the Oscars every year. Niggas just feel differently because they like different things. You literally blend. Why are you blending your subjective point with your objective point? You
Because they're
taking
the
what
same
you
point.
feel. No, it's not. It's not though. You taking what you feel and putting it on top of what it is. What it is ain't what you feel on either side. Ain't
That's
what
why
I
I'm saying,
feel.
like,
Ain't what most
why should
niggas
it,
feel.
what, like, but what I'm saying is, like, why should it matter? It shouldn't.
It
Because if
matter
you
to
did,
you. You're not
because,
nominated.
what
It
I'm saying
doesn't
is,
matter
like,
to you, nigga, when
what
you're
I'm
not
saying
doing
is,
it.
like, it really doesn't fucking matter because it's like, all right, if you Coi, for example, you had the number ones for the most, and like if you had the number ones for the most of the year, you had the top trending videos on YouTube, Apple Music, and Tidal and shit like that. You
And be honest,
done this. But even if you don't win, this new song drop. This new
if we
song
being
drop.
honest,
Boom. Wait, what I'm saying is this new song drop, and it wins over you. This new person comes out, they drop an album, whatever the fuck. They win over you. It's fresh in the minds of everybody at the last minute. I understand that. But you lose. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't have won. It's about timing. This. There's all types of motherfucking variables to go within it. You, it's like this award is like, all right, it looks nice next to your shit. Like if you watch those trailers for those for these movies and shit that come out, Oscar nominated, Golden Globe nominated, whoop whoop whoop. It look nice next to your shit. It does. It really do. I had a dream of Oscar like not like Oscar award winner Jose Ortega. I had a dream of that. I did. and then I thought about it like, all right, that's cool to get, but if I can't get it my way, then it's kind of like, all
You
right,
didn't
I'm
try
not
to
willing
get
to
it
kiss
your
ass
way.
for it.
You didn't try to get it your way. Yeah, that's
What you
easy
mean?
to say. Nigga, you stop acting. You stop doing those things. You stop trying to
I,
get it your way.
I wasn't willing to play the game anymore because
Now
I
it
thought the
happened.
game was
Yeah.
corny. Yeah, I thought the game was corny. I do think it's corny because there's a
I
lot
think
of like it goes against a lot of my ethics of me as a person. Like I'm not gonna kiss nobody's ass for shit. My game always gonna speak for me.
I don't think you can say you have to kiss ass in either of these fields.
You do.
I don't think I think
Don't
it
don't
depends.
don't don't
I
don't
think
think
it
that. Don't
depends.
think that. Don't think that.
Don't think it doesn't
Don't think that.
depend.
Don't
Don't
think
think
that.
don't so you telling me
Big
don't
Sh-
think.
Big
Time out,
Sean, Big
time out,
Sean would
time out,
not
time
Big
out,
Sean. Big
time out.
Sean
I'm
wouldn't be
not
Big
talking
Sean
about
if he
Big
didn't
Sean.
kiss
I'm not
Kanye
talking
ass.
about Big Sean. I'm not talking about Big Sean. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about Big Sean. What you telling me is I can't make enough records to then build enough leverage to then walk into some record label and then negotiate my own deal. That's what you're telling me I can't do? Maybe not in Hollywood, they don't work like that, but I can't do that. What are you talking about?
You gonna have to kiss ass to get the rest of it. You can get yourself in the door.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
What is
but
the rest
you
of
want to
it?
have
What is the
longevity.
rest of it in your mind?
You want to have a longevity. Yeah, there's gonna be some ass kissing involved.
So you don't think it's
Unless you
got
make
nothing
your
to do with the product you
unless you
putting out?
unless you
You
own
don't think it's
yourself
got nothing to
complete.
do with the
Unless you
product?
own yourself completely, you are going to always have to
You
kiss
talking to
somebody's
a
ass.
motherfucker that does. So what do you mean?
If you negotiating yourself a deal
I can still own myself
for
completely
me,
if I negotiate it that way. So then what are you talking about?
the labels ain't gonna do that. A label not.
But nigga, again, Google is your best friend. What do you mean? How many niggas in the last since I wrote my first song have gotten over that way? What are you talking about?
They've gotten over it, but they had to sign the shitty deal to get through to get the
I didn't
good
say
one
gotten over. I
and
said got
make that
over.
shit
I didn't
over.
say got over it. I said got over that way. The way I just described.
Very few, very very few. You think you gonna be that nigga?
I don't know, but I feel like I got just
You
as
think
much
you
chance
you
as the
think
niggas that made
you
it work. Yeah.
do
do you
you
not?
okay?
Yeah. So do you not think you could do that?
I could.
So what's the surprise here? What's the
I know the
hesitant?
way the fuck these niggas speak, so
That helps.
it's
That doesn't
that's
mean shit if
that's
you're not utilizing it.
it does. If you can utilize it, like it
If
does.
you
It means
no,
a lot.
I said if you're not utilizing it, it doesn't mean shit.
It doesn't, but I
If you
utilize it.
actively still in it, no, you're not even actively in the field past podcast. What you mean?
And this is my chosen field.
Right. So in this field, knowing how niggas talk in terms of business,
I don't
if
want to
we
be
go sit
famous.
down with Spotify, though, and they say for whatever this is, they're gonna require certain things for this, and this. You gotta do your half of the job, nigga. Just like I gotta do my half of the job.
Yeah, that's a contractual obligation.
They ain't gonna give us no bag to sit in the house. You talking about whatever fame comes with the podcast. I know that's a different type of fame, I'm sure, than like Oscar winning fame or Grammy winning
One
fame.
thing is a contractual obligation. One thing is not.
No, all
If you do
three involve
if you do it,
contractual
no,
obligations.
I'm saying if you do a movie, or an album, your contractual obligation may be to deliver this album, said movie, and do promotion for said album, said movie. That's your, and that's
What
the
it is for
radio
podcast.
shows, that's the daylight, and that's the daytime shows that nobody fucking watches other than fucking fat old white bitches. That's all that shit. So you got to do it. All right, cool.
Same shit with podcasting. You gotta do the episode. You gotta promote. You gotta show up, make appearances, do this, do that. You gotta show up for the niggas that gave you the bag is throwing an event. They need you there. You gotta go. What you
We
mean?
here, ain't we?
I
The
mean, that's
fuck?
what I'm. No, that's what I'm saying. Though, I mean,
But
if
it's
that's the type of
chosen. But
thing
what
that
I'm
is
saying,
the,
it's always gonna be chosen field for me.
it's
If I'm
chosen
not
field for
choose,
everybody.
no, it's
Everybody was
not. It's
nigga, but
not.
Will Smith didn't choose to be an actor, dog.
He can choose. What I'm saying is, he can choose not to be.
Just like he could have chosen that then before he became Will Smith.
What I'm saying
He
is
could have
like,
said, "I don't want to rap.
all right.
I'm good
Before
at
he
it, but I don't
became,
want to do that."
let's just say acting
We
didn't
could have
work.
never known him. Yeah,
Let's
he
just
would
say
have.
really act. Let's
He
say
would have been
acting
a
for him didn't.
basic ass.
Let's
He
say
would have
it
been a
didn't work.
basic
Let's
ass.
say it didn't work, son.
He
Let's
would
say it
have been
didn't
a
work.
basic ass rapper.
He wouldn't be a rapper. It would have been
What do
gone.
you mean? He was a rapper
Like,
before he was an actor.
but what I'm saying is, he would have been phased out. He would have been gone. We don't let nigga. Nobody fucking jamming around and let's get jiggy with it today, nigga. Shut your mouth. Only thing we
Niggas
blasting
ride
is
around in
fucking summer. The
summertime
only
though.
thing we blasting is summertime. 100. Don't lie.
You
We
talking
got the
about records
summertime.
that exist. You talk, but you can't talk about records that exist and then turn around and say, well, if he never was an actor, you wouldn't have summertime if that acting thing didn't work out. That's just because he was bouncing back and forth. If he just became a rapper and was
He was
only
a
a rapper,
rapper first.
summertime came out in 06. He started rapping in the fucking 90s.
Summertime did not come out in 06. What the fuck is wrong with you?
02, whatever.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Summertime did not come out in 02.
When did it come out?
It didn't. It came out in the fucking 90s. Are you retarded? Oh my
No,
god!
I just
Look it
don't
up
know Will
right
Smith
now. Look it
catalog.
up right now. Look it up right now.
Just don't know his catalog.
I just want to see your face when you notice that this shit came out not in
I
06
mean,
and 02.
you
The
looking
fuck is
at
wrong with you?
you're kind of looking at my reaction right now. Summertime.
Word,
Oh.
word.
No, see, okay, that's why. See, I thought summertime when he dropped that, I thought he was rapping under Will Smith at that time. I didn't know that was a Fresh Prince song. I didn't know that. And that's probably because the album I heard it on. I would tell you why I think that. Because the album I think I heard it on was on a Will Smith album, and I think they probably remixed Summertime on that bitch. Because I remember it was on a Will Smith album I first heard Summertime way back when. And I was like, oh. Okay.
Lost and Found came out in 2006.
What was the single for that?
Fuck, what was the name of that shit?
You about to make me look up Will Smith's discography. This is a nasty podcast. Will Smith
I'm about to say the single from it, I thought it was ass, but the remix for it was dope. That was an ass album too. He didn't need to do that.
Big Willie style. Okay, that was Summertime, Big Willie style. Right? No, that wasn't. No, that was before that. That was even before that, right?
Yes, it was before Big Willie style.
Yeah, that was before that. All right. I'm tripping. All right, so
nigga, you forgot this nigga was a rapper.
Will Smith under the Will Smith name has 2, 4, 6 albums.
Under the Will Smith name. All right.
Because he got it, he got Fresh Prince records, but then he's got Will Smith records.
The same person, nigga. Lil Bow Wow and Shad Moss are the same person.
Yeah, but when you type in one on Google, if I type in Will Smith discography,
I don't give a fuck what Google
from Fresh Prince discography. So, asshole.
I don't give a fuck what Google say.
You got Big Willie
Personal
style,
algorithm, asshole.
Millennium, that doesn't count for shit. Lost and Found, the one you were talking about. Born to Rain.
What the fuck was that?
Cover. That was the 02 album. I remember this cover. That was the 02 album. Ugh, he had Jaden's interlude on here. Okay. I don't know any of these records. I know that cover, but I don't know any of these records. Well, greatest hits albums don't count. So I guess he got 4 records, 4 albums. Millennium.
The live stopped.
I remember Will 2K. Okay, I remember Will 2K. That was not a great record. This nigga had Biz Marquee, Slick Rick, MC Light, Lil Kim, nigga Jill Scott, Drew Hill, Cool Mo D. Nigga had everybody on his albums.
Of course he did, nigga. Like this nigga's from Philly. Of course, Jill Scott.
I remember Party Starter. I remember that shit. This nigga got videos for it. This nigga shot videos for most of the album. Jeez. Anyway, moving off Will Smith, man. I'm tired of talking about this nigga.
Matter of fact, you do an ad. I gotta take a piss.
All right.
Bitch, we're gonna do ad time.
Yeah. Or just talk some shit and that one of the two. Anyway, people. Wow. Mr. Ortega goes to urinate. I am here to tell you that not only is my phone dead now, so sorry, Instagram viewers, but this podcast is brought to you live and direct by Anchor.fm and Riverside.fm. This is an Anchor ad. So by Anchor.fm. Anchor.fm is one of those websites where you can go and start your own podcast and do things similar to what you see us doing. And possibly make a living like we're working on. Possibly vent your weird conspiracy theories or your wanted Craigslist ads that you can't necessarily post on Craigslist anymore. You know what I mean? Wink, wink. Yeah, you can just come on here and talk shit or actually, have some niche thing you want to talk about. It's a platform for everybody that wants to talk about anything for the most part. And not only are we honored to have them sponsoring us and, putting up with our nonsense every week, we definitely appreciate anybody that's willing to use the link or our code or anything like that. And if I knew what it was, I'd tell you, but I have to do that in post-production. So, Anchor.fm, go on, yes, make somebody mad with your conspiracy theories. I don't know. Be back. I'm pretty good at freestyling shit, you know that?
I don't. Cause you don't ever do ad time. Cause you always want to take a piss.
Yeah, but when I do them, in my opinion, wonder how chat feels. My phone died on Instagram, so you can probably hang that up now.
Oh, I already knew, bro. I told you before I went to go take a piss. Like I said, the live chat went out. But yeah, listen. Too busy defending Will and Ezekiel. All right, moving on. What's going on this week, man?
I mean, speaking of Ezekiel, the one and only Yeezus himself, Yezos, as Push calls him, decided that he wanted to pull out of Coachella. Why did he want to pull out of Coachella? I really don't know, actually, but y'all can Google that part. But apparently, after he pulled out, it was revealed that Coachella was giving him $8.5 million for that performance, and he didn't want to take it or do the performance anymore for whatever reason. So they found the Weeknd, and the Weeknd said, "Okay, I'll take it." And then he read the news that we read about that $8.5 million, and he was like, "Yeah,
Y'all
I'm not
better give
doing
me
it unless y'all
$8.5
give me
million.
$8.5 million." Yeah, he ain't doing it unless y'all do that. And then Coachella was like, "You wasn't supposed to find out about that, nigga." Here we are.
Let's keep it a beam. You gotta pay the Weeknd $8.5 million.
If you're gonna give it to Kanye, you gotta give it to the Weeknd.
I mean, the Weeknd is a better selling artist anyway.
Not all overall, but recently. Not overall, but as of recent.
Look, bro, just because your highs was like Mount Everest high, don't mean your lows ain't like bottom of the ocean low.
That has nothing to do with the overall. I said overall.
Your
The
market is your
overall,
market. Your market
okay.
value is your market value.
I think Kanye has more market value than The Weeknd
I don't think
across
so.
music and everything else. I'm pretty sure he has
Nah,
more
I don't think
market
music. No, we can argue other
value.
things, but music,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. No music. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Overall, do you know how
Today,
many
no.
records? Do you know how many records Kanye West has sold? You know how
Yes,
many records The
but
Weeknd has sold? There's a
yes,
big gap. There's a big gap there. Huge.
yeah, because yeah, but that's that. Oh my God,
I
that's
said
that shit.
overall.
That's that shit.
It's the overall shit. It's the
Ooh.
overall result. That is that the shit you speak of?
Just like I said, if your peaks are high, nigga, like yeah, your
It's
peaks
got
can be
nothing to do
high,
with
but
the
your
peak.
valleys is
Fuck your peak.
lows.
Fuck your
It's
peaks. Ain't
lows.
your highs ain't your lows have
No,
highs and lows make the
his low
overall.
as fuck right now. His low is low
Bro,
as fuck right now.
highs,
Nah, nigga, nah, nah, no. I'm not gonna let you do that.
you
His
not
low
letting me
is
do
low as
nothing. I
fuck
said
right now.
highs, that's fine about right now. That's fine. Highs and lows make overall. You can't have a whole pie with just highs. You can't have a whole pie with just lows.
That's not how stock works.
Overall, right, right. Overall, what's the result? Who
That's
performs
not how
better
stock
overall?
works. If your
That
value
is
is high,
actually.
no. If your
Dog,
value is high right now, your value is high.
dog, just because you take a
The
dip in the
pay
market,
the pay for that value is high. If your value is
what's the
low,
stock
then your
worth, bro?
value is low.
You talking about a $2 billion stock, according to Forbes, which I'm sure Ye would be mad about. You
Oh
talking
my
about a two
God!
billion
Stop
dollar
trying to
stock
count in the fucking easy
versus
money into music.
this is going into what you talking about. What do you mean? Let me finish my point. You talking about how the stock market work. How are you talking about a $2 billion stock is worth more than a fucking couple $100 million stock? I'm not talking about the things that make up the stock. We talking about just the price. What do you mean? Talking about records.
No,
Just records
nobody checking for
alone.
Kanye right now. Nobody checking for Kanye right now, other than Coons.
All right. Okay.
Other than Coons. Kanye getting radio play right now?
You don't
Tell me
pay
that.
attention. You don't. Yes. What are you talking about?
No,
Do you listen to the radio? Yes, he is.
no, nigga.
What do
That's
you
why I'm
mean?
asking you for what.
I don't listen to the radio that much either, but I know he
Then
is.
shut the fuck
What
up.
do you mean for Donda? What the fuck are you talking about? What
You
mainstream
don't even know
artist?
the fucking record. What the fuck are you talking about?
I
What the
just
fuck are you
told
talking
you
about?
Donda.
Donda is the fucking album.
Records
Record it
on the
didn't.
album.
What?
Jail, Easy, what Donda 1 and 2? I don't know all of them. Shit, whatever the singles were and whatever the hottest records were.
You fucking know.
Am I supposed to be the number one fucking
Just
reciter of
fuck
Yeezy
out of
records?
here.
Nigga, that's
Yes,
not what we're
nigga.
talking about.
Yes, because you want to be dick sucking them the most. So no. Like I'm not
What did this
accepting
have to
that
do with
shit.
what did this have to do with him versus The Weeknd? Because that's what we were talking about. You talking about
The
some whole other
value,
shit.
the value on what they should be
That's
getting.
what I was talking about, and then you went into that. What do you mean?
You should pay him either the same or more.
Which is what he's arguing. And I'm saying that's a fine argument for The Weeknd to have. But overall, if we're going to compare it, if I'm Coachella, fuck you, Weeknd. No.
Then you lying. Then
I'm
you lying
lying
to
because of that.
yourself.
Cool. But that, no.
You lying to yourself.
Yeah,
You
but the
lying to
paperwork, the
yourself.
numbers not lying to me, though. The numbers not lying to me, though. That's the funny part. The numbers aren't lying to me.
Because you looking at old numbers.
Who is looking at old numbers making $8 million decisions, Joe? Who is making $8 million decisions looking at old money? Who? Looking at old numbers. Who?
They're looking at his name. Are you fucking serious?
They look at the Weeknd and say it's worth $8 million.
Nigga, if it was the same thing at the height of Kanye's career, they'd be offering him 10, 12. At the height, if it was the same fucking thing.
You could argue this is a new height, depending on how you look at Kanye West right now.
Oh my God. No.
Stop including your personal opinion, bro.
He not that dope no more. Oh my fucking God.
You saying that from a personal perspective. That's not what record sales say, my nigga. You saying that from personal perspective and experience and how you feel. That's not what the market says. Flat
He
out.
tailors his fucking record sales to battle against other niggas, or he don't have to.
Regardless, not what the market
He
said.
tailored it. Oh, fuck out of here. He tailored his whole shit
We
just
just got
like
done
around
talking about
Drake's
the machine, and now
release.
it's fuck. We just got done talking about machines, and now it's fuck out of here. The machine dictates what the fucking producer of the numbers dictate what the numbers are, or the fucking consumers of the producer dictate what the numbers are. The machine looks at that and goes, okay, you worth that. I'm gonna give you that, so I'm gonna give you this so I can make this. The numbers speak for themselves, no matter how you feel about either artist. They speak for
Who
themselves.
checking for Kanye, bro?
Millions,
Who
just
checking
like
for
the weekend. Millions of people, just like the weekend. Millions of people, just like the weekend. Millions. Millions.
Who's trendier right now? Music. I don't give a fuck about shit else.
Arguable. Depending on which one of them millions you asking, it's arguable.
Fuck you. Move on.
Fuck me.
Moving on.
That's what. If I'm Coachella, I'm telling the weekend, fuck you.
Could you? Oh my God! You think you like the code?
No,
like,
I'm
that's
no,
why.
no. I said if I'm Coachella, I didn't say no. I didn't say if I'm me. I said if I'm Coach. If I'm me, I'm giving fucking more money to the weekend anyway. So stop playing me like that. If I'm me, I'm giving the weekend that bigger bag. Stop it. If I'm Coachella and I'm looking at numbers, fuck you, nigga. I mean, not fuck you, but you're not getting that. I'll give you 5. I'll give you 6. I'm not giving you 8.
You looked at numbers. You looking at numbers, but them numbers to critique is bullshit. You.
If I'm Coachella, I'm looking at what I got to spend.
You, motherfucker. You, motherfucker, spend a whole fucking 3 hours waiting on a goddamn concert and shit to happen in live action and shit. And you watch this nigga stand in front of a fucking burning house for 2 hours. Kiss my ass.
And it was a free ticket. I didn't spend no money on that.
Your numbers don't look like shit. Like that. That's what I'm saying. Your numbers don't mean shit.
No, nigga.
If you Kanye, your numbers don't mean shit.
Time out, bro. The theater purchased it for me. Artists buy their own albums all the time. The weekend does it too. What's this? The same shit. It was a free ticket. Hey, come to this Kanye show. Cool. Fuck it. I ain't doing shit else that night. I ain't losing nothing. Even if he's late, I ain't losing nothing. All I did was sit there and crack jokes with niggas that was also like, yo, where the fuck is this thing? We just cracked jokes about Kanye for like an hour until he showed up. And it was like, yeah, that was all right. Could have been better. And then we all left. You know what Kanye did? Made money off that ticket regardless. Whether or not I spent some money because the theater paid for it. So that's still an ass in the
bullshit numbers.
Still an ass in the seat. Still a nigga that you got in the room.
Bullshit numbers.
It's
bullshit numbers.
Numbers, dog.
It's bullshit numbers.
It's not bullshit numbers.
Bullshit numbers.
Now, I would argue, I don't know what them spreadsheets look like. I don't know what them spreadsheets look like, but I would argue at the level that the weekend is at now, Kanye and the weekend and other niggas at that level, have a set amount of their own albums that they purchase. That's widely known information. For tickets, for albums, for bundles, anything that counts towards them numbers and them Grammys. So stop it.
Bullshit numbers. Period.
Numbers don't lie.
Bullshit. Yes, the fuck they do. Fuck out of here.
I'm lying.
Like I'm lying. I tell you, like numbers do lie. The fuck out of here.
No, them numbers didn't lie. We definitely switched universes. We didn't die, but the old one did.
No, it was the death of morality.
For another time.
It was the end of the world of morality and ethics.
Right.
That's what it was.
Stepped us into a different universe. Stepped us into a parallel to what we were because the morality part died of that. So now
because the numbers were true with that, but you can make numbers lie, nigga. It's called money laundering.
Nobody said you couldn't make numbers lie. Niggas just said numbers don't lie.
And that's
saying
wrong.
Numbers
that's
don't
false.
lie. Listen, saying numbers don't lie, in my opinion, has always been. I had never heard that phrase. I had never heard that phrase until I think Push or Hov said it. I have always been under the belief that as much as men lie and as much as women lie, nigga, numbers can lie just as much. Just depends on what man or woman is running them fucking numbers. So or computer even. Somebody got to program that, right? So, you know, just depends. But at the end of the day, nigga, how you gonna be mad about that? The numbers are the numbers as they were presented. Like I said, Forbes just came out and said Kanye was worth $2 billion. Kanye just got done the last 6 months telling this nigga it's 10 billion and you better get it right. He's gonna feel a way about that when that reaches him.
I don't give a fuck what Kanye feel.
I'm not bringing it up to ask you how you feel. What I'm bringing it up to say is the Weeknd got whatever fucking valuation he gets if he was even on that list, and you know there is
Give
a
Weeknd 12.
There is a clear gap in
12.
Let me finish. There is a clear gap in the draw of both artists. You could argue that both artists have the same audience. There's a difference in draw. If Kanye walks out of his house, takes a flight to buttfuck Egypt, and it's a bunch of people in buttfuck Egypt for whatever reason, let's say it's Wisconsin, right? Just
12.
For whatever reason. He goes to Wisconsin, that boy cleared a couple small towns trying to come see him. If the Weeknd did that shit, I think you get close to the same reaction.
12.
But not the same reaction.
12, 12, 12, 12, and 12.
That's cute. But numbers don't lie when it comes to making business decisions.
12, 12, 12, 12, and 12.
Hey, look.
Because that album hot fire.
Check me out, though. When you talking about the difference, you know what you get between Dose? You get Dylon, and Dylon, nigga. It's different.
And that's what a Ezekiel would say.
It's got nothing to do with how I feel about him as an artist. Because how I feel about him as an artist and a man and a businessman is three completely different opinions. But still, no. Not letting you just walk with that one. Like
you're not gonna be happy until I make a huge banner and put it on a billboard that says I hate Kanye West. Sign Jose Ortega.
I would actually, you know what? You're right. I'm not gonna be happy until you do that.
I'm getting the fucking billboard.
You should. I got a website for you. It's called Blip. Doesn't cost that much. Great advertisement, and it would be fucking hilarious. Couple $100 a week, or it's like $100 a week, something like that. $200 a week.
I just need to keep that shit up for a month. That's it.
Yeah.
Can I get an interstate? Like on a highway?
It's the digital joint. It's the digital joint. So they like pop up for like you pay for the amount of time that they pop up and the time of day they pop up. But they pop up, they just display. They come out like it's the digital.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. Bet.
Like
I'm doing it.
Move on to the next one.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm done. I'm done with this.
We started this shit.
I'm done. I'm done with this shit. I'm done. I'm done.
Hilarious.
I'm done.
And you're right.
I'm done.
I am not going to be happy until you create a billboard that says I hate Kanye. You're right.
I'm gonna put that shit in Idaho too.
Whatever.
Wherever the fuck. Yeah, he be in Idaho, right? Yeah, I'm gonna put that shit right. No, Wisconsin.
It's Wisconsin.
Whatever the fuck he be.
No. Wyoming.
Yep. Put that shit right in Wyoming. Right there. I'm not even a motherfucking Wyoming resident.
How much we give a fuck.
Just to show you, yeah. So just in case, it's just that rare opportunity, that rare moment where he's driving down in Wyoming to his ranch or whatever, and he sees that fucking sign that says, I hate Kanye West. Sign Jose Ortega. Hashtag T into him. And he looks at it and he contacts me. He's like, fuck you. I'm like, fuck you. That's why Pete fucking your bitch. And it's going to be lit.
We have to pay for it.
Because Kanye is not going to pull up on me and is about that life. He is not going to do that. He's not.
I think
he wouldn't. He wouldn't.
And
Push
you know
ain't gonna
why
be
he
with
would?
him.
You know why he would? You know why? This is exactly why I think he would. You know why he would pull up on you? Because you're a civilian.
You know
And
why he
I don't
shouldn't?
mean time out. I don't mean civilian in the sense of like how we mean civilian when we talk about certain things. I mean civilian in the sense that he's a celebrity and you're a civilian. I feel like Kanye would feel like if I go holler at this nigga, he ain't gonna do nothing. And he probably gonna break you off a little something anyway. Don't tell me just because you hate Kanye, you ain't gonna take 10, 20 racks from him just because he like, yo, no, I just want you to have it. Just on God. Just praise Jesus, nigga. I want you to have a good time. You might still hate the nigga and his music. But if he just showed up to your house, had a good conversation with you, and gave you 20 racks, you gonna have a little soft spot for that nigga.
No, I'm not.
This shit, give me the
You,
money when they give it to you.
you really be trying to poke a hole at the integrity like bubble like how integral, like very no.
You gotta
No.
test it. If a nigga gonna stand on it, you gotta see how long. Hot
No,
rocks are
before we
hot.
get into the let the bitch breathe, this goes into I would bare knuckle it with this nigga. No, no, no.
Before we get into let that bitch breathe, we got to talk about wack and game.
I don't. This I'm talking about all type of people today that I don't want to talk about at all.
Funny
I don't
how
want to
that
talk about
lines up
none
to
of. I
episode
don't want to talk about
200, ain't it?
none of these people. I don't want to talk about none of anybody that's going into anything right now. I don't like. I'm a game fan. I don't want to talk about him right now. I really don't.
But the thing is, we kind of have to because your
No, we
boy
don't.
Wack 100
That's not
is
my
about to
man.
get your man's killed lyrically and
That's not my
probably
man.
physically. Let's hope not. God forbid. I think the game is your man's. And Wack 100 is his man's, which is the equivalent to Kanye being my man's. So
Just because we rep the same flag don't mean nothing.
he just did a song with Ye. He's
He
producing
don't rep
most of
no
the
flag,
album.
so it don't
He's
matter.
producing most of the album.
That's why I'm saying I might not listen to it.
And argue. Here we go to the question that I wanted to. You piqued my interest off air. How do you call yourself a game fan when you aren't willing to listen to him just because of a little old Kanye West?
I'm a whole Avenger. I didn't listen to the whole Kanye song, so
So
there you
you're not
go.
really a whole Avenger, then are you? Let's talk
I
about it.
am.
No, let's talk about it. You never heard Jail. You ain't been banging that like I do. Are
You
you a
don't
whole
bang
Avenger?
that like you claim you
I
do.
just shared it on my Instagram the other day, nigga. That's one of my nigga. That whole verse on that Jail record is the whole reason I ever play that Jail record. What are you talking about? Are you a whole Avenger? I'm looking at you kind of weird now. Are you? We gotta. Do I have to call a few members and have a meeting, nigga?
It don't matter, nigga. I'm Batman. I'm prepared for y'all niggas anyway. So like on the other side, so it doesn't even matter. You want Iron Man and like real shit. You want you? Matter of fact, we're
I
not.
don't know.
I'm not Iron Man. And I'm
I don't know.
Star Lord. So you want Star Lord or you want Batman? Your choices. That's up to y'all. I can roll with the punches and the whole bitches and be Star Lord. Or
We were
y'all
already
can
lower ranking members anyway. So it's not like we were Batman or nigga. We already picked out those positions. We were already the helpers.
yeah, you a Drax ass nigga. We already know this.
Go more group, but okay.
No.
I'm
George is
definitely group.
George is definitely group.
He's Drax. Come on. Come on. Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
The equivalent of what we both do is group talking to Star Lord. Come on. Stop.
If we're gonna actually be real, he's Mantis. But if we go keep it a bean, I don't want to go there, but it's like he's Mantis. But
you brought him up. You the one started talking about the lineup.
I'm just saying, I got Rocket, I got Gamora, I'm definitely Quill, you definitely Drax.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about Rocket. See, I feel like I've always been more of a Rocket.
No, I got Rocket.
You just said you was somebody else. You just said you was Star Lord. You gave me
No,
Star Lord and
yeah,
Rocket.
my kid is Rocket.
Nigga, your kid ain't even in this scenario. Nigga, no. Niggas be
And
adding random people. Niggas, you talking about me and you. Nigga.
just random people. Look,
For this scenario,
my
she's a random person.
nah, my kid punched a kid at school. She definitely Rocket.
Shout out to her. That's dope.
I know, right? I'm
Shout
proud.
out to her. But
Popped her ass right in the rib cage. I'm proud of her.
we're not including family in this scenario. So, because if that's the case, then I could go into other people too. That makes it convoluted. We talking about me and you.
You
If you
Drax,
Star
I'm
Lord,
Star Lord.
if you Star Lord, I'm either Groot or Rocket, and George is definitely Drax.
Nah, definitely Drax.
I think you want me to be Drax.
Nah, cause you be believing shit that ain't true. Like that nigga really believed that he was like standing there
What do
invisible,
I believe that's not
like
true?
a
That's
lot
so
of shit.
prevalent. Like what? That's like saying I'm the first nigga to do a lot of shit, nigga. What? Like what?
Uh, you believe that Big Draco is a god? You believe
That's a
that?
lie. Yeah,
He
I had
not.
I
See,
said
there
that's
you
a
go.
lie. I said that's a
See,
lie. I said
you
that's a
do
lie.
believe that. You said the
No, that's
god
a
Big
lie.
Draco. You be saying that all the time. Don't lie to
No,
the people.
I mean, okay, yeah, okay, no, okay, come on.
Don't lie.
We're all gods. When I'm referring to any other person on
Oh,
earth,
here we go. We go
we're all gods.
generalize.
Stop it.
Oh, we go
You ain't
generalize.
see, you ain't no whole Avenger. You ain't no whole Avenger, nigga. You ain't no whole
Oh
Avenger. That's
my
proof right there.
god.
That's proof in the pudding. You ain't no whole
Oh
Avenger.
my
You ain't.
god.
Did you not remember the line? Hey, what we made in God's image, bitch. We walking selfies. You don't remember that? That's recent. You don't remember that? We walking selfies. We all gods. King.
He got that from Nas.
That's why it's funny.
Matter of fact, that's exactly why Nas has to be a War Machine. He's like the perfect like sidekick guy. Like he holds you down. He gonna hold you down. He gonna hold you down, bro. He should be his own hero, but he gonna hold you
Whose
down because he
sidekick is?
be a.
But who is Nas? Who is Nas the side? You talking about Nas? Who is he the sidekick to?
Jay.
Nah, that shit
Don't
go way
argue it.
different.
You already know. You already know.
That
You
whole
already know,
Wookie
bro.
Wally takeover thing could have went real different. So nah, I'm not giving you
It
that.
didn't though. It didn't though. So
That's not a War Machine Iron Man relationship, nigga. That's a Batman
it
Superman
is
relationship. No, that's a Batman Superman relationship.
the same thing. Like I said, they both can be their own fucking superheroes, but they just happen to help each other out. Cause one, you know what I'm saying, be on this other shit. You know what I mean? Cause Nas don't always be on this music shit. He be on this, you know what I mean?
Anyway,
His
regardless of whether or
joint
not
venture
you're a whole
shit. You know
venture,
what I'm saying?
regardless of whether or not you're a whole venture, for real, for real.
Still
What's
Star
up
Lord,
with
nigga.
your mans, bro? Why he keep why he keep messing with the white guy? He said it himself. Nobody want no smoke with the white boy, and he's sitting here talking about he want smoke with the white boy. Fucking with Ye done got his head that fucked up. Not see now from that perspective, I might be able to see what you're talking about how this man might be dangerous. He is worth a few $1 billion, but he's clearly dangerous when it comes to well-being. And I don't think he's gonna do wonders for JCon's rap career if he produces a record or lets him drop a record that is anything to do with degrading the one and only Marshall Bruce Mathers III.
I decline the comment beyond all extent of
I plead
my yeah. I plead the fifth. I decline the comment on such thing. I
mean,
won't
Wack
speak to it.
100 is out
I'm
here
not.
being whack as fuck. And
You're
as a
right,
nigga that
but
used to hang around a lot of gang members, I don't think they appreciate his behavior.
No, they don't. Ah. I'm gonna decline to make comment
I can't
further on this
I hope
subject.
he hears it. I hope he hears it one day. I hope he hears it one day.
Whacker gang.
Wack. I hope. I hope. Cause you know what type of nigga he is. He gonna want to call in. I hope. Oh, I can't wait for that interview. Wack. Hit me up.
No,
Can't wait for the
don't,
interview.
don't let it be. Let it be. Nope, nope,
It's going to be
nope,
fun. It's gonna be
nope.
fun. It's gonna be
It ain't.
fun.
It ain't. It
I'm not
ain't.
talking about Vlad TV fun. I'm talking about TN2M fun.
It,
Nigga, it's
it
gonna
ain't
be
gonna be that
fun.
fun either. It
Nigga.
ain't gonna be that fun either. I'm gonna tell you why it ain't gonna be that fun. Because some shit gonna be said, and as the shit done get said, the motherfuckers that's with the shit is gonna pick up and not knowing how much Jose Ortega is with the shit, and I'm gonna pick up, and there's gonna be a problem. I don't want to be shooting outside my house.
Neither do I. But if niggas if threats threatened me, neither of us would be in the place we're in. If threats threatened you and threats threatened me,
I
neither
haven't
of us.
even got my hand grenade plugged yet. You tripping? Like,
You
nah, we
think you
can't.
need hand grenades to WAG 100? Look, man, we fucking up the interview already. Stop it. And he
I'm
gonna be
gonna
like, I
hand grenade.
heard y'all boys was talking brazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did y'all have something y'all want to get off your chest? Actually, yes, WAG, we do. Well, I do.
And I'm gonna have to go outside and get the jumbo jet. I'm gonna let you do what you do.
He's gonna leave me, huh?
No, I actually got missiles on it, so I already know. I already know I
Nigga
gotta
said, I'm
slide.
waiting for you to see you running. Then I was, yeah. Nigga.
I gotta slide for Vaughn at that point, nigga. Like at that point, I'm sliding
Oh
for
my
Vaughn.
God. Oh my God. Long live King Von.
On some real shit. If nobody slide for Vaughn, I'm gonna do it. Like it's really fucked up out here.
Don't diss Dirk like that. Don't do that. Don't
Come
disrespect.
on, like, come
Don't
on,
disrespect Dirk
fam.
like that. Chill
I've
out.
been
Chill
disrespecting
out.
Dirk. That's what it. Like, no, but come on, bro. Come
When have you
on.
been? I missed that. When have you been disrespecting Lil Dirk?
Ever since game, this little Dirk.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, you a hoe ass nigga. You a hoe ass nigga. You a hoe ass nigga, bro.
Nigga, when I pick a side, I pick a side. I stick to
I
it.
see. I see. Jesus
Like
Christ. I see.
when we gang out here, we gang out here. Like, I'm sorry, nigga. Shout right to LA. I don't know, nigga. You know what I mean?
Well, my boy Dirk said before he went pop, this ain't what you want. Stop it. Stop it.
Before he went
Stop
pop.
it. Stop it.
That nigga went pop. Who is he? Get fuck out of here.
Gang went pop. JCon went pop before too. That's why I keep calling him JCon. He went pop before too.
No, he went Khaled. That's something different.
That boy went pop as fuck. Stop it.
That nigga went Khaled as fuck. Fuck out of here.
Nigga. Do you not remember? What was the second one? Not the documentary. The one with the
Doctor's
low
Advocate.
rider. Yeah, come on. Stop it.
No,
Stop.
that wasn't pop. That wasn't pop.
That was a
LA,
pop album.
no, LAX was pop. That was the third one.
That was polished pop.
That was pop.
The
And that shit was
documentary.
ass. No, Doctor's Advocate was dope. Doctor's Advocate looked like proof that he could actually do it on his
I'm
own.
not saying whether or not they was dope albums. I'm saying
That wasn't pop.
album.
No, LAX was pop. Go
Doctor's
re-listen.
Advocate and LAX was pop. But
No,
LAX
LAX
was
was
more
definitely
pop.
pop. Doctor's Advocate was not pop.
Bro, he had his first record with Kanye on there. Talking about no, not Dreams. The album did have Dreams. That was a hard record. I like Dreams. But what was the record with
That was the first documentary.
The shit with Kanye?
No, Dreams.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Documentary was fucking hard. But
Oh, matter of fact, my phone's up now. Hey, so now I can actually look some of this shit up. I can look this shit up. Speak your shit, nigga. I got the whole game shit on mine. Play with me. God damn it.
Documentary was hard. Doctor's Advocate was pop. That was his attempt at a pop album.
No, the fuck it was not.
Let me finish.
This was like his most like up until I'm gonna say OKE. This was like his most California ass album.
Okay, are we judging motherfucking good game albums on how California they sound, or on being good albums?
It's not pop. That's what I'm saying. It's not pop. Looking at you,
it is. Nigga, you can make a California album.
It's okay.
Pop.
One Blood, Compton, nigga.
Pop songs, nigga. You'll tell me One Blood not pop?
No. Stop.
With the song with Bob Marley's son isn't a pop record. It's a hip hop record.
Oh my
it's a hip hop record. It's a hip hop record. It's a hip hop record. It's a rap record. But we know what that means. That is pop music. It's the most popular. Come on, that's pop. Pop music is its own genre. I'm not talking about Katy Perry sound and shit. I'm talking about popular music. Pop music. It's pop. Young Thug. It's pop music. Pushing P. How many times have we talked about that? How many P's have we pushed? For whatever reason, whatever sense that makes to whoever's listening. Nigga,
you know what? Just for you. Keep saying pushing P. I'm gonna fucking smack you. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit, yo.
Did you see Gunna's new chains? Did you see Gunna's new chains? They're all P's. He got a P emoji chain. The blue shit. He got a P emoji chain, bro. That one actually looked kind of hard. The other ones look stupid. But the emoji joint looked kind of hard.
Pushing P.
My point is that is pop music, my nigga. So when you say that, you can't say it's not pop, niggas. That is what that is.
Gonna come to Detroit, bro.
Don't be saying that like we got smoke for that nigga. If anybody got smoke for that nigga, you got smoke for that nigga.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm taking it upon myself. Because nobody has the balls to do it no more. I'm taking it upon myself to be trick of this new generation that punch niggas the fuck out and take their chains. I'm doing this now.
I mean, I feel like you could do that, but
I'm doing. It's done. It's done now. It's done. I've already said it. It's been declared. Fuck it. Oh, what? Word. You could have got a fake ass Jacob chain for that shit. Word.
I believe JCI did receive one of those, or a few.
A couple people received a couple of fake Jacob chains.
Ain't that nigga still in jail? Did Jacob get out?
No, he's selling jewelry again.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Jacob the jeweler selling jewelry again?
Mm-hmm.
First off, that's a washed ass reference along Jacob the jeweler that some niggas ain't heard in 20 years. But
yeah,
really?
Yeah, he got watches and chains and shit again.
Are they real now?
Apparently.
I guess you don't go to jail for the same thing twice, right? All right, whatever. I hadn't heard that name in years. I thought that nigga was still in jail.
I thought he was still in jail too.
Diamond crimes, nigga. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what
it's white crime. It's white crime. You'll get out.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know what this.
Like if my lawyer came at me and was like, "Yo, they really got you on that diamond shit," and I'm like, what I'm looking at? Well, you look about 4 to 5. Minimum or max?
Talking about for 10 million in diamonds?
Nah, my next question would be like, hi, minimum or max? Low security. Shit!
Nigga said at max.
You said low? You said low security prison? For the 4 to the 5? Yo, make sure that Yeah, I'm gonna say make sure that they put my fruit plates on like on my tray like every morning. Just you know what I'm saying outside my cell. I just want to make sure that my shit fresh.
Because at that point, the house paid off, the car paid off, you done cleaned up some things, a couple things at least, enough things. So you say five? Oh yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can do
Look,
that.
all all you gotta do is get a big ass tote, right, and dig a hole in the ground. And there's these little motherfucking like dehumidifier things that you buy. You know what I'm saying? You can get them at your local Home Depot. You know, some
Yeah,
people,
not
you know what I'm saying?
introducing things
You
of
may, you
nefarious
may,
natures.
you may know it. You may know it because you know what I'm saying. Some of you people got like storage facilities and shit, live in moist, and humid climates and weathers and shit. You put them in storage units, soak up all that humidity so your shit don't mold. That's how you get your money not to mold. But this
Bing
big
bong.
ass tote, put it in the ground, put about 6 of them shits in there, and you good to go. That shit will be
Ah.
good to go in 5 to 6 years, and then you redig, and there you go. Diamonds for everybody.
It's a damn shame Wack 100 is going to turn what is the equivalent of diamonds of a career in JCI to turds.
You gonna stop disrespecting the homie, bro? You want to stop disrespecting the homie, bro? Like
I
you
know.
you
Hey,
alright.
look, check me
You
out. Check
alright.
me out.
You
Check me
want to
out.
stop that shit though, bro?
Check me out. Check me out. I know you a fan. I know you're a fan. But I also know that JCI is 6'3", 6'4". Very
That nigga
imposing
name
figure.
Game, bro. That nigga name Game. You need to chill out, bro.
Let me finish my point.
You need
Very
to chill.
imposing. Let me finish my point. Very imposing figure, but I can't see myself or even him himself actually meeting me in person or myself meeting him in person and us having a real problem. I think he can take the lessons he's learned from listening to episode 200 of this podcast and any other episode of this podcast where we reference him or his friend Wack 100 and say, you know what, you niggas might have been right. And if he does not have that approach to it, then I guess we have to take it from where we're from. But I mean,
Now
at the
he,
end of the day,
y'all both
who's
going
losing in
y'all
this
both
scenario?
y'all
Me and
both
Jason,
drunk and
nigga.
y'all both drunken idiots. So when it like
Right, but
y'all ran
who's
into each
losing?
other,
Who's losing if who snaps? He's losing if he snaps. I don't lose shit. I gain everything if he snaps. Come on, not to say that I'm the type of nigga that would shoot a nigga if he did snap on me, but
nah.
because I get where it came from.
Game them
But
whoop niggas asses that nobody even knew who the fuck they was until after he beat their ass. So you know he didn't really lose much. You just
but he
kind of gained more.
okay. But for this scenario though, he would have to have heard the podcast and been like, "Oh, you that okay?" Like I've had that scenario before. My most recent fight was literally a nigga walking up on me, telling me, "Oh, you that nigga from 10 years ago that was talking about my sister, nigga, square up."
I was so whack.
You were there that night.
I
No,
wasn't. I
what?
heard the story from like 3 different people, and,
Who was there? Oh
it,
no!
and it
Yeah, he
sucked
wasn't. He wasn't.
every time.
It was Aunt George, I think Quan,
Qual was there too.
myself. Yeah, I said George, and a couple bitches, and Sean
Everybody that had
brought
my
me
number
over there,
told me that story. I
and a
was like,
couple bitches.
what the fuck?
I'm talking about niggas had their head out the window, rooting for me, talking about some yo, get that nigga, bro. Like yo, nigga, what? Nigga said you was talking shit about my sister in 2009. It's 2019. I need to talk to you, nigga. Like what?
but here we go. But here we go though. It's the same shit that I was telling you about.
Shit was embarrassing.
Like rest in
Hold
peace
on,
of the
let me get
dead.
it. This shit was
But
embarrassing.
it was embarrassing. Like because I laughed
Embarrassing
at
fight
you.
I've
Like
ever been.
because
Most
everybody that
embarrassing
told
fight
the
I've ever been a
story
part
told
of.
it in an embarrassing way. And then after everybody told the story, I laughed at you in an embarrassing way.
Dog,
but
I've never been in a
but
fight with another grown man where he has hair, I have hair. I fought other niggas with hair before while I had hair. I've never been in a fight with a
y'all
grown
play like
man
some
where
bitches.
he grabbed my hair. And then I grab his because he's grabbing mine. And he's like, you let me go. No, you let me go. You let me go. No, you really? Did you want to fight me or did you just want to tussle, nigga? Did you just want to touch my hair? What the fuck do you want to do? And granted, in that fight, we did swing on each other a couple times, but we both missed. And then by the time we got in close quarters, he just went for my hair, and I'm like, "Dog, seriously, dog, seriously. All right, come on." Like,
yeah,
it was terrible.
Yeah, that's funny as.
Anyway,
Nick.
Before we get to the next thing, I'm gonna take a piss real quick, and then we can get in and let that bitch breathe and get the fuck on.
Jesus Christ! What you doing? What you doing that for? So I know.
Anchor. So do one for Riverside. Just make it.
All
up.
Right.
Just make it up on the fly. That's what I did for Anchor.
That's what we rolling with. That's what we doing today. Shout out to everybody that's listening, all around the world, all the countries, all different races. We love y'all. We fuck with y'all. Like, share, subscribe. This podcast is brought to you by Riverside.fm as well. And as you can tell, we've been doing things a little bit differently, taking different views, and you know what I'm saying, we're in two different places and everything like that now. But the content still remains the same, and that's all because of Riverside.fm. Now, according to some new changes that we've been doing over here at TN2M, we needed to reorchestrate some things. This brings us the both of the things that we always wanted. Now, I'm a person that's all about sound and just straight delivery. Busy is all about visual and making sure that everything looks right. This brings all of that together in one place right now with one app, one URL. You know what I'm saying? Riverside.fm. We can record our podcast, via audio, visual, and save and distribute to wherever the hell and however the hell we want to. It works just as well with Anchor, and you see us, we always delivering like we always do. You know what I'm saying? So Riverside.fm. Check us out. Check them out. You can be like us if you want to be. You can't be God, though, but you possibly can be. Depends on if you want to be, though. You did.
Do what thou wilt.
But all right, so let that bitch breathe. So
praise God.
It's been I think it's been about 2 weeks since we I did one, 2 or 3.
I believe the last one was an album.
So me and you talked about this last week, like shortly, about the D-Day Dreamville. So I got through the first 2 songs last week.
Stick. Yeah, I still have only heard Stick.
Stick. Oh, like that shit hype, nigga. Like for real.
It is.
Like
it is.
If I was 16 years old and this shit came out right now,
but it's hype.
Oh, I'm in jail right now. I'm in jail.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm 16 right now.
It's a
like,
very
I'm in jail.
Song.
I got a new stick. I got a new stick. Like that. Look, I'm in jail.
Is Dreamville
I'm in jail.
If you 16 in 2022, is Dreamville getting you put in jail? I feel like
if it got Kenny Mason, JID, a dumb stupid ass drama beat, possibly. Cause that's a dumb stupid drama beat. You ain't heard a drama beat like that since mid 2000s, nigga. Don't stop playing.
Wait, drama? We talking about Dear Dick Cousin?
No, I was like DJ drama. It's a gangster group.
Okay. Right.
D-Day Dreamville, nigga. But yeah, it's a gangster group. It sounds like a mixtape because it doesn't sound mastered really for real. Outside of the vocals, they sound like the vocals sound level, and that's what I actually liked about. And this, I don't know, between the Kanye, the Conway album and this album, it's like the first 2 songs. I'm like the first song for both of their albums is just not mastered correctly. Cause Stick, I feel like should be mastered way better than what it is. This vocally to the song.
There's something
Like
to let artist busy speak for a second. There's something to just quick input. There's something to letting niggas put out unmastered songs. There is there's it's a rawness to that gives it that in the project, even if it sounds out of place. In my
I
opinion.
feel you. I feel you. I definitely feel it. It just I feel like that song sounds and that song is one of the bangers of the song. That song gets at least 300,000 people killed this summer. If it's mastered correctly. like, like for real. Like that shit gets it done this summer. If it's mastered correctly. Right now it's about like at 95,000. But it's like still a lot. But I'm just saying.
True. Still a lot.
But we talked about it. You said you couldn't get through the first 5 songs. So I listened to it at work today.
That's still all I've heard. I haven't gone back to it. I've been listening to singles all this week. Shout out to Nick and Riss. Sub-Zero.
I listened to Stick in the second song, the first 2 songs last week. And I was trying to like listen. I was gonna listen to it in chunks. Couple songs here, couple songs there, and I was like, all right, this is not gonna be the way to listen to it. I have this is like a mixtape.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta like really take this all in, and you feel me? So I listened to it at work like 3 times. I'm not displeased with it. I'm not displeased in any way. What I will say is, I have seen some of y'all niggas boosting, some of y'all, I do know. It is not the greatest mixtape masterpiece of the last 5 years. Stop playing.
I think we gotta stop.
You know, yeah.
We gotta stop even. What's the word? Initiating or acknowledging. We gotta stop acknowledging when niggas say shit like that, because I feel like that's an overused statement. We have said that about Batman. We have said that about Matrix. We have said that about Spider-Man. We have said that about a few albums, all in the last few months, that it is the best thing ever, the best of whatever came before it. Chill the fuck out.
I mean, whether we do it or whether it's not, it's like sometimes. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like the best, like
Spider-Man No Way Home was the best Spider-Man movie so far. Yes, but
that's true.
Everything since it,
Dawn FM was the best album of this
so
year.
Far this year.
Yeah,
so
but
far.
like
so it's like those
are
facts.
A couple things stands.
Couple things stand. I don't know if we can throw everything in there. You talking about Batman is the best Batman? I don't know.
Like my nigga DJ was like and I take his word for hip hop. This nigga was really raving about the album or the mixtape, and I was like, all right, I really got to check this out. And I checked it out. I'm like, all right, it's not bad. It's not what Bistric 93rd some would consider as good or bad.
I really
so there,
see on paper what you think that is, honestly, but okay.
you don't listen to albums, so I'm just kind of guessing.
That's not true. I just have.
That's true as fuck. So stop lying. Stop lying. You've been lying this whole podcast. That's wild as hell. I said, I said you voted for Trump at the top of this bitch, and you've been lying this whole. And you just, it was.
Okay, so it sounds like
you've been lying, and you've been lying this whole time. You've been lying for like 2 hours. Like, god damn. Anyway,
lying though. I have been accused of being a liar.
We've been doing the podcast for 2 hours and 3 minutes.
It's Saturday morning, and I have been accused of being a liar this week more times than I'm comfortable with. I just want everybody know that.
I made 3 minutes worth of Trump jokes. The rest has been you just lying your ass off.
You did that off air. Nobody even heard that. Fuck you.
Oh shit! So you just been lying your ass off for a whole 2 hours and 4 minutes?
Oh, so I wasn't lying then, but I was lying when we hit record.
Yeah, that's how it works.
You sound like a female that I'm telling it sounds stupid. Shut up.
Nah, nigga. I curved the rules to the game to where they make sense.
And I curb enthusiasm until it makes sense. Shout out to Larry David. Fuck you.
Stop
HBL
praising
in the
white men.
bag.
Stop praising white men. Anyway, where
Certain
were we
white
at?
men are okay to
Oh,
claim. You
so
let that bitch
yeah,
breathe.
so D-Day. So I'm getting through the whole album, and I'm like, all right, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it enough to say it's not the greatest fucking mixtape I've heard in the last 5 years.
Were you
If we,
expecting that?
no. What I'm gonna say is this, and it may be motherfucking very, very controversial to certain people, but to me, it's there. The last like mixtape that I like really banged, I thought was like great mixtape that I acknowledged as a mixtape that I thought was fire was that Trap Wiz mixtape. That was like
Nigga, that was
2014.
like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The fuck? Trap Wiz was the last gangster grills you like?
No, not last Gangster Grills. I'm saying like last mixtapes I acknowledged as a mixtape. I think was like A1, like that one.
Did you not hear the Jim Jones shit?
Acknowledged as a mixtape.
You don't think that was a mix? It was a Gangsta Grills. It was a Gangsta Grills.
Yeah, but the way they kind of do their thing is
No, it was a Gangsta Grills. It's a
it.
mixtape.
It
It's
was,
a Jim Jones mixtape, dog. What are you talking about? It's a
but
Gangsta
I
Grills
didn't
Jim
really.
Jones mixtape.
It was alright to me. It was okay.
I
I
still
would say
haven't
it's
heard
okay.
the whole thing, but what I've heard from it is, is what we've been getting
I
from
like the
Jim
joint
Jones
that
for the last
he
few
did with
years.
Harry Fraud more last year. But that's me.
I think Jim. See, look, I think Jim. When it comes to Jim's rapping, I think Jim has a way of just not saying what he needs to say, but saying what he needs to say without saying too much. So he always kind of leaves more. He always has a feature. He always leaves more to be wanted, which I think is very smart of him because he knows what type of rapper he is on the business end and what type of guy he is in terms of artist. He's very self aware and very smart. But like that bucket mouth intro, I turn that shit on every day, my nigga. It's not a lot of records I turn on every day, every couple days. I turn that bucket mouth on every day.
That's gonna be Soccer Dad for me all year by Schoolboy Q.
I like
Like
that record. I did
that
hear that. Hey,
That
yo,
shit is
I
hard.
thought of you. I thought of you and George when I heard that record. I'm like, they
That
gonna love this
shit's
shit.
hard.
They gonna love this shit.
That shit's hard.
That's like the clean. You know what they came off to me as? They came off to me as what's the 2-door coupe in the block,
Two-door coupe, hopping out like Jack in the
in the
box,
box.
nigga.
Nigga,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
shoot.
shoot.
If this 30's all that I got, nigga.
Time's
Oh,
up.
that's my shit.
That
Num
shit.
num juice.
Num
Like
Num
that
Juice.
shit
That's the
is
name of
so
the record. Num
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 Juice.
juice.
That's the name of the record. Well, I heard Soccer Dad. I said this is the clean version of Num Num Juice.
Mm-hmm.
This is the clean parent version of Num Num Juice. I love this shit. I loved it. I'm
That
not a
nigga is a
parent, but I
dad
love
for
that shit.
real. That nigga be dad for real, bro.
That
I
shit was
remember when
hard, bro.
Crash Talk came out. When Crash Talk came out, like right after that, that nigga was on live and was like, "I don't even know why y'all niggas asking me about doing a tour, bro. Like I'm just trying to just release music and chill with my kid."
I'm not trying to be out here like that, nigga.
He was like, a tour coming though, but I ain't in no rush for that shit.
It'll come when it
And I'm
gives.
like, I feel you. And I think he was like on the way to like his daughter's school or some shit. Like he was driving across the
Don't
coast or
ask me
something
about no
nice.
fucking tour, nigga. Come
Real
on.
shit. He didn't give a fuck about no tour right now. And
Talking
I'm
about
like, damn.
nigga. What year was that? You said at the Crash Talk? That was like
You can tell he
2018.
just wanted to make it out of the hood like a motherfucker just from his first Breakfast Club
That
interview.
dog. That's one of the things I love about Schoolboy for real is the fact that he one of them niggas. You can
You just wanted
tell.
to make it out the hood. That's it.
No, it's
That's
not.
it.
No, deeper than that. Deeper than that. You can tell. I don't know. Maybe it's just that TDE camp or something. Maybe it's just the type of niggas that they attracted to build what they built. But you can tell Schoolboy one of them niggas where it's like, you know this ain't. You know I don't think this is everything, right? Like I
I
feel like
mean,
you. I feel
he's
like
one of the
when it
most
comes
humblest
to,
ones though. Like he used to
I
sleep
feel
on
like
top dog
humble is
couch.
being nice. Don't say humble. I feel like humble is being nice. I feel like we
No,
use
I think
humble.
humble is knowing where you came from, like knowing where you came from, where you started, what you was doing, and where you at. He used to sleep on top dog couch. That first interview
I'm
that
not.
he did
No,
with
that's not the
the
part.
first, even the first interview he did with Breakfast Club, nigga, he didn't even own the car yet,
Yeah, I
and he
know.
was like,
The nigga
you
was
know what I'm
sitting there
saying?
half fucked up off lean when he was doing it.
Even
I
the
think that
second,
was the
no, even the
interview.
second, no, the second interview he didn't have, like even the second interview he didn't have a car.
Which interview was that
He,
where he was fucked up off the lean? No, that wasn't Brady. That was like an LA interview. It was some interview with Schoolboy where he was in there off the lean and he was leaning, nigga. As a nigga that's done lean before multiple times,
I'm about to
he
say
was
because
leaning, my
yeah, I'm gonna say I'm thinking about
nigga.
the second interview because the second interview is when he was doing it for the Blank Face LP, and
I'm talking. This was the
yeah,
interview I'm talking about was uh, what was that single? This is Man of the Year days.
mm, that was Oxymoron. That was the
That
first
was the project.
album.
Oxymoron. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was the first
yeah.
album. But yeah,
That
for the
run,
Blank Face LP,
yeah.
that nigga was like, he was just like, nah, bro, I ain't still got a car, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was just talking about little simple shit that he just had money for. Like, he was like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay the weed, man.
I
Like
was
it
just
was
gonna
just like
say.
little simple shit. It
I
was
was
like,
just
yo,
gonna say
you can pay the weed, man. You can get back and forth where you need to go. You got a place to stay. Your kid good, nigga. Fuck everything
you
else.
good.
I'm like, I'm good.
Is it bad that I'm looking forward to that type of life? Is it bad that I still want that type of life where I'm like, yo, yeah, I got money for everything I need, but I'm moving so much and doing so much that can't really spend the money and like chill out with it. So I'm gonna just hoard this money and then just when I get to a spot I can chill, I'm gonna chill and I'm
But
gonna
that's what a
do what I
run
want to
is,
do.
though. But that's what a
That's a
run
run,
is.
but with hip hop, the beauty of hip hop, one of the beauties of hip hop is you can turn a run into a career. Like you was just saying earlier, nigga, you can run it up all you want. It still don't mean you're gonna be sitting at that table. But if you run it up long enough to the point that you make your own table and niggas is sitting there with you just off the strength of you being you, it's a different vibe.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's crazy how we get like from half the podcast we like real hostile to a certain point where we just like really mellow.
That's why we do what
Anyway,
we do, nigga.
yeah.
That's why we do what we
But
do.
for example, I'm a 2 Chainz fan. I fuck with Chain.
Myself as
Like
well.
for real, like as a person and his music. Like I fuck with 2 Chainz.
Myself as well.
I'm actually gonna stop doing Let That Bitch Breathe on 2 Chainz. Like I realized
It's gonna be
after
fire
the
every
last
time.
one, yeah, I'm biased now. I'm
It's gonna
biased.
be fire every
Like
time.
I realize now, like
It's like
I'm
reviewing a Hove
biased.
album. Why are you even reviewing it? It's fire.
Yep, already fired.
Why are you even reviewing
It's
it?
not even worth arguing. This is already
you,
fired.
you you can talk about what you like about it, but it's
Yeah,
only that.
I think
It's just a
Chains
fact.
had. I think Chains had 3 Grammy opportunities if he was gonna get them shits for real.
Oh
Like
no, he still got more coming.
I believe he does, but I don't believe the Grammys will acknowledge it for the way that we do it. Only because I thought Boats one was great. I thought Boats 2 was great.
They were.
I'm a fan of everything, but then I thought rapper go to the league was something different. Like hearing like mature 2 Chainz was something different. I was like, yo, this shit hard. Like this shit still changed though. And they still didn't acknowledge it at the Grammys. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, if Chainz don't get a Grammy ever, he's still gonna be Chainz to me. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Don't you hear yourself recycling your Nas argument for your 2 Chainz argument though?
No, it's still the same for Nas. The fact that
Right. That's what I'm
Nas
saying. You're
got that,
recycling the argument. You're recycling the same thing you just said for a different artist.
it comes, yeah, but what I'm saying, it comes back around, but yeah, and it's not Nas. Like somebody that it's not a
You think 2 Chainz not gonna
renowned.
perform at the Grammys talking about Nas?
No,
You
but
think 2
no,
Chainz not gonna
what
perform
I'm
at the
saying
Grammys? They ask him.
is a renowned like top 10. Let me put it like that.
I feel like 2 Chainz is in certain.
Like you're gonna meet more people who have Nas in their top 10, top 15 than you would have 2 Chainz.
But time out. Like I just said, I feel like depending on who you're asking, 2 Chainz is in a lot of niggas top 10. You're 29, or you're about to be 29. Yeah, you are 29, right? No, you about to be 29. I'm about to be 29.
October.
Yeah, you'll be 29 in October. I'll be 29 in November. I feel like very strongly there's a lot.
He
of
might be in
niggas.
my top 20 for sure.
Top 20 for us. Top 20 for us.
Top
I feel like if you're 25 or younger, maybe he's in your top 10, depending on your life and your lifestyle. Maybe he is in your top 10. It's reasonable. Just as reasonable as fucking Young Boy being there. That nigga kills everything and gets accolades for nothing. He murders every. That's what I was trying to touch on earlier when you brought up YouTube for somebody who was talking about YouTube views. Nigga, Young Boy has been killing record sales, has been killing views on social media,
through YouTube. That's his whole get.
So don't tell me. So why doesn't he get recognized for the Grammys? Why? Because he's a fucking perceived as a fucking criminal. That's the only reason. He's perceived to be an active criminal that just happens to make good records. When the actual truth is, he's an artist that just happened to have done some criminal shit and lived a fucked up life.
Will Smith did some criminal shit too when he assaulted Chris Rock.
Yeah, he wasn't like NBA YoungBoy wasn't an icon when he caught his charges. He caught his charges as a growing artist and as a regular ass nigga. Will Smith has only ever slapped a nigga as an icon. It's different.
Still smack the nigga. Still assaulting the nigga.
Different smack.
It is, but it's
yeah. You're right. It is still an assault. You know what the difference is there? If NBA YoungBoy gets invited to the Grammys, no matter how many Grammys he's deserved or whatever his accolades that he's deserved are, if he slap a nigga at the Grammys, ain't no question that boy getting wheeled out on live TV. If not, they shutting the whole show down. When Will Smith do it, it's like, oh shit, did Will Smith just smack a nigga?
It's a difference between a distinguished nigga and a nigga.
He's right. That's what I'm saying. But Paul, rest in peace, Paul Moon. God damn it, one of the best black souls to ever walk this earth. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be.
Nobody want to be a nigga.
It's a price you gotta pay, nigga. Word to Rich Pryor. It's a price you gotta pay.
So I'm gonna leave the Dreamville D-Day shit at a C+.
Really? I'd have thought
I'm gonna leave it at
higher than that. I feel like I gotta hear it just to see if it is a C.
I would give it a C+. The B and A lacking that it has is, to me, I think this shit just sounds very random. Like it sounds overly
in terms of mixing
random.
and mastering, or in terms of
in terms
together as a project.
Put together as a project, like even as a mixtape. You know how we put shit together. You know what I mean?
To make it cohesive.
Yeah, but it's just supposed to go out. You know what I mean? Be an entertainment for the people until you get the album right.
It cohesive. Cohesiveness counts for a lot. Mixtape or not, like, cohesiveness counts for a lot.
it was like beginning, middle, end, like those points pointed correctly.
I
Everything in
feel that.
between was a little like it was like not in place.
Roller coaster.
But I'm yeah, so I'm gonna give it a C plus. Not the greatest thing that I've heard as far as mixtapes in the last 5 years. Niggas is tripping. Um, one of the most entertaining albums, and I think the best album I'm gonna review here is gonna be in the middle. Ben Staples dropped a new album.
And for those of you that don't know, if you're watching this video because it comes out, or if you're listening and you wonder what that little weird delay was, that was my computer dying. So, um, yeah, we came back the next day to finish up what we didn't finish. So y'all can get,
Overtime.
y'all can get the rest of this shit. So I think we left off in the middle of Vince Staples.
Yep. Ramona Park broke my heart. I think it was one of the best projects I listened to of this past weekend. Um, First, I'm a Vince Staples fan. I didn't like this first project and Big Fish Theory. I thought were ass, but he fucks with sounds. So you know what I mean. He's one of those that you kind of like. All right, you gonna have an ass one in there. You know what I'm saying? More
That's what
likely
I
than
like
not.
about him, though. He's not scared to get weird with the beats. You know,
Yeah,
I
but
like that.
but the shit be good though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he still fucking delivered and shit. Now, his project last year, his self-titled album last year, I thought was one of the better projects of last year. I'm not saying yet that is better than that because if I'm gonna say his the album last year, I'm gonna put that as an A minus because I'm still blasting that today. Like that shit's still fire. But there's a lot of uh, personalness in Ramona Park broke my heart. Like it's like it's a lot. It's very personal, which I think is dope because he really doesn't like. Yeah, he talk his gang bang shit, and you know what I'm saying in his own way. You know what I mean? It don't sound like YG, but it's definitely still gangster rap. But it's a lot of feeling into it. Is it filled with love songs? Fuck no. But it's feeling, it's soul into it. You know what I'm saying? It's soul in those bars. God damn it.
Boy said it was
So
right from the heart.
he was writing from that heart. You know what I mean? It was coming from the soul. So I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving it right here at. I'm gonna say it's definitely breathing.
Definitely breathing.
I'm putting it at a B plus, possible straight A. I have to live with it, but it's a possible straight A. But it's really fucking good. Like I recommend you get the chance, listen to it.
Yeah. I scrolled
Definitely.
through the track list earlier today, but I was listening to I started Koi's album today, the
Mm-hmm.
Trendsetter shit. And
Mm-hmm.
I got through the first three. I think Blick is number two, so I skipped over that.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was
not
it was
bad.
pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty
Not
cool.
bad. I got through halfway through the album today, but I ended up having to like stop listening to it to do some shit and focus.
Right.
But like I wasn't displeased. I was not displeased because I would say for a fact if I think somebody trash,
Right.
like I went on a whole 15-minute rant about how much I think Gunna is trash and I think y'all niggas is bugging. Like for real, for real. Like for real. And then I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna try and listen to the another one of the his previous albums to see the Drip Season 3 and see if it was gonna be any better. Guess what? It ain't. So I think y'all niggas is bugging.
I feel
That's
it.
just me.
I feel it.
And the last you said what?
Well, you had another one?
The last one.
Okay.
Full Court Press. It's a joint project. It got Wiz Khalifa, Big Crit, Smoke Dizza, and whoever the fuck Girl Talk is.
Oh,
But
that's that shit with that ain't no fun record on it. That ain't no fun record. It's crazy.
Yeah,
That shit
like,
nuts.
but that album, like, first off, I didn't know how much I wanted to hear multiple songs with Big Crit and Wiz on it until I heard that album, and I'm like, yo, y'all niggas should have did this shit 10 years ago. Like, this shit is dope. Like, for real, for real. Now, Smoke DZA is good. He aight. I don't put him up there or anything, but this project I actually really like. It's vibe. Let me put it like that.
Okay.
It's definitely a vibe the whole way through. You could definitely put it on like smoking with your homies, with a couple, you know what I'm saying, with a couple chicks with you, some drink, and a whole bunch of smoke, and not have to skip a song. Like, it's a vibe all the way fucking through.
For sure.
And like, I'll stand by that.
I gotta check
It's something that, it like, for real. Like, next time you get some Tito's, and you know what I'm saying, you got one of your white chicks over and shit, and y'all, you know, rolling up and smoking some of that green, maybe some purple, maybe some blue. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit of red with some orange hairs.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
Shout out to that nigga that left that comment on the Neuralink episode. It said, "Why big guy like white girl?" Shout out to that nigga.
I don't know, homie. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know. I've been trying to ask that same question for the better part of like 8 to 9 years. I still ain't got a good fucking answer.
That
I'm gonna keep
crack me the fuck up when I see
maybe at episode 300 we can decide like he might have an answer for us. Who knows? Who knows, my nigga? Like,
I just seem to attract them. I don't know. Praise white Jesus.
see, I don't even like that. Because, like, straight up, because like what you said means that I should have a thing for like the fat black chick with the bonnet on. Cause then like them bitches be completely confident walking up to me like they like Fat Halle Berry or some shit.
I mean,
and it's like, yo,
that's on you, nigga.
No.
Nothing wrong with giving somebody a chance and trying something new sometimes, depending on what it is. Yes.
No, I'm grown. I know what I like and I know what I don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But you never know everything you like though until you try it. you like, oh, that's another thing I like, or another thing I don't like. You don't just stop liking everything or nothing. You ain't did everything.
No, I know if I like something or don't like something depending on what my penis says. Sometimes you got to listen to what your penis be saying to you. And
I don't think you should always do that.
Sometimes you have to.
I think that's how you end up trying new things sometimes.
Nah, that's a moment when you like both heads have to consult together. Like, do we have to do this, or should we do this? Can we do this? Nah, I don't think we should do this, my nigga. I don't think so.
I feel like you can do whatever you want to do as long as you can look yourself in the mirror the next day and be cool with it.
The last fat girl I smashed, I couldn't. So that's where I
crossed that off the list. You know
that's why I crossed it off the list. Last white girl I smashed, the same fucking thing. It was just like, damn, I don't feel like walking into the bathroom today. Like, I just don't feel like catching a glimpse of myself in the mirror and just like, you know what you did last night, right? Yes, nigga, I know. I was there. Why you shouldn't even did that shit, my nigga. I know I was there.
It's never really a fun conversation to have with yourself.
Hell no. When you having the fucking Venom conversation with yourself and Venom is mad at you.
Yeah.
And it's like,
you supposed to be mad at him, nigga.
Yeah, and it's like,
how could you?
Like, why'd you do that? And I'm like, my dick was hard. No, it wasn't.
I let it happen. I know. Shit, I don't know.
Like, I'm selfish. Yes, you are.
You put us both through that shit.
I have nightmares forever.
Wake up tomorrow, nigga.
This is gonna be in my brain forever.
I did not want this added to that thousands of years of memories.
You know what? You know what, Eddie? You are selfish. Because you put this on both of us. That's it. That's being selfish.
That's just low.
Terrible person. Matter of fact, call over a pretty girl and put on that smoke Dizza and shit. Put on full court press for some bitches.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, to cap that off as saying as far as whether it's breathing or not, I'm gonna put it at a solid B. Solid B, definite vibes. So, as you can see, we've been going through every fucking technical difficulty under the goddamn sun to deliver this podcast, and we have delivered, as we always have, always will, always do. In the words of the great DJ Drummer, and just like that, we gone. Episode 200, Non-Millennial Millennials Podcast, House of Spades Media. Shout out to everybody around the globe that listen. Like, share, subscribe. All those people across the pond, all those stateside. Shout out to everybody from the city, every city across the globe that fuck with us. We fuck with you. 200 episodes in.
Facts.
Hopefully you here for 400, 600, 1,000, and a million. Because we always gonna be here. God is out. You feel me?
Ain't never stopping, nigga.
Can't stop, won't stop.